Hello, everyone. Hello. Yeah, I got hooked up. My question is, did they ever finish with the Houston Texans game? Hello, everyone. This is Rhonda's lovely sparks. Um, I am still getting things together. I am still getting things together. I don't know why my hair is not poofing like even. I gotta poof that hair, girl. Poof that hair. Poof that girl. Poof that hair, girl. Poof that hair. Poof that hair, girl. Poof that hair. Hey, Lola, what's up, baby? Hello, Lola. Hello, Lola. It is Lola. Hot sauce. And then there's Isabel. What? This is the first time in history that I got like two people in here at the same time. Usually it's like one at a time, and that's good for me. A girl can't handle too many. A girl can't handle too many at one time. I'm so happy that hey Esau, did they finish the game? Or did they stop it because of the thunder? I mean, not thunder, lightning. Them things that, come on, girl, poof that thing, girl, poof that hair, poof that hair, poof that hair, girl, poof that hair, poof that hair. I know Lola's like, Rhonda, I can't believe you're like this. I am. Except, I don't know if you all seen my short. Bears won. Oh, really? 21-17? I'm sorry. Sorry to hear. I know you're not happy about that, Eastside. But I have a question to ask you. Did y'all see my video? And my husband last night, I thought he was asleep, and he was. I guess we were partying pretty loudly. Thank you, honey. Thank you for my water, Daddy. Ooh, Mom, where you going? So, hubby is gone to sleep. You're not funny. I'm trying to be funny, though. I can't marry you. Probably hate me now. You're my brother. It's time to party. Come on, baby, get on it. So, yeah, so Lola says, Eastside says, it's okay, it's preseason. Okay. I mean, that's what Eastside says. He said it's okay, it's preseason. I got a little afro going on, y'all. I took my hair down and I got a nice little fro happening. And Lola says that's why he didn't pop up. Oh, really, Lola? That's why? Because he lost the game. Houston Texans lost the game. Oh. And then Eastside says, Lola, did you go buy fig today? That's what you need to worry about. What is fig? Is that a design store? He said it's okay, it's preseason. Did I hear a whole street? Oh no. That was mean. He's really pissed that the Texans lost. You know, we've had so much love for each other during the off season. Now, I'm not going to call Philadelphia my stud muffin anymore. and be cussing him out regularly. Fairly D and filthy and all of those Eagles people, except the lady who's an Eagles fan. I like her. I could like her all season. Well, probably not. Not if we lose a game and she's talking smack, I might get a little heated. But oh my God, a cool place in LA always hear about. Really? Okay. So, but Lola said it's a whole place. So Lola said it's really not cool to her. She said it's not cool. You know, one thing about Lola's, she's honest. And she's straight up honest. And she's going to tell you, because she's from there, she's going to tell you that it is a whole place. So, you know, since she lives there, we have to like believe that. You know what I'm saying? He saw like, Rhonda, Google it. Oh my God. Okay, Google Fig in LA. Okay, Fig, F-I-G in LA. The Fig House, Figaro. Okay, let's see what it says. It says Figaro. Is it Figaro? Am I pronouncing it correctly? Don't be so judgmental, Lola. Okay. Figueroa Street is a major north-south street in Los Angeles County, California, spanning from the Los Angeles neighborhood of Wilmington north to Eagle Rock. A short, unconnected continuation of Figueroa Street runs just south of Marengo Drive in Glendale. Okay. Sounds promising. Okay. Let me Google this. Is Figueroa a place for hoes? Let's check that one out. Okay, so ta-da! It says exclusive inside Los Angeles sex market. Let me get to this for a second. I heard from Asia. That's why I'm so excited. I heard from Asia. Asia Robertson popped up in my video where my husband scares the crap out of me. I don't know if you all saw that video. It's a 60-second one where I was on live last night. I was watching I had this watch party, and my husband peeps his head out, and I can't remember exactly what he says, but he peeps his head. The door's right here, and he peeps his head out. He scares the living crap out of me. I said, well, shoot. Let me go ahead and put it out there because I'm brave like that. Got it. I got this. So I guess I'll start putting videos out that are embarrassing. He scares the crap out of me. Check it out. It's like, it's real. I mean, really, my heart was pounding. I'm like jumping out of my seat. It's crazy. So it says Figueroa Street in South Los Angeles has been facing significant issues with prostitution and drug-related activities for years. The community and local authorities are actively working to address these problems and improve the safety and well-being of the area. Oh. It's not getting any thumbs up on my side. It's really, it's made it very clear. I don't think I need to read any further. 83 Hoover criminal females run a hoe off on Figueroa Boulevard. Neighbors concerned about the overrise in prostitution. Inside Los Angeles is a brazen sex market. I'm just, do niggas get set up on Figueroa Street? I ain't saying, but I am. Oh, that's in Reddit. Sorry, that's in Reddit. That's, and it goes on and on. And I'm looking at these videos of ladies. As a matter of fact, there's a YouTube video of this woman walking down Figueroa Street. Oh, she's a lady of the day. Okay. All right. Well, I think I see that it's a lot going on there. It looks like a lot going. Look like it's a lot going on there. It's a lot. So it's a lot happening on that play, you know. I probably too much for me, you know, too much for Lola too. I don't want to be judgmental. I want to be open-minded like Eastside Herald. And Eastside Herald said, I heard they have good food there. You know, Eastside, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of it reminds me of Eastside when I was working for George Foreman. Okay? And George kept saying, has the Playboy magazine come in yet? And I'm like, right? I mean, he said Playboy magazine. So, of course, inside I did. Of course, on the outside, I was like, you know, a poker face. I was like, okay. You know what he says? He said Playboy did an interview and he likes Playboy for the articles. I mean, how can you get Playboy, a magazine, and flip through the pages and pass all the vajayjays and the PewDiePies and the pokies and the poles and the rubber stamps and the all those booby. I mean, really. I mean, is everybody out there going to pass? As a matter of fact, is Playboy still a magazine out there? Or do they shut down? I'm just wondering. Not that I'm interested. I'm not interested. You know, since I've been married, I've been delightfully satisfied. When I was single, I probably would have. I probably would. When I was single, I probably would have, you know, looked at Playboy for the articles. But what this man told me, he said, well, I like Playboy for the articles. And Eastside said he likes Figueroa Street for the food. Now, what that tells me, Eastside, is that you've been there because you said the food is good. Okay, let me go back. Let me hold up. I got it wrong. Eastside said he heard. He said he heard that the food was good. Doesn't mean he's been there. I'm sorry, Eastside. Forgive me, please forgive me. Oh, forgive me. Sorry. Gotta start reading. So Lola says he can go pick up his future baby mama from there. Well, I have to believe that there is a lot of married potentials there. I mean, do you think? Maybe. I mean, they always said there's a diamond in the rough. There's diamonds in the rough, right? So Eastside said, I've never been to LA, just going by what I see on YouTube. I'm trying to Lola Cowboys about it. I know she's been in those LA streets. I don't think she's been there. Oh, I need some water. Gosh, why am I shaking? Don't let Lola fool you. Well, I mean, Lola loves her man. I don't get into people's business like that because I am a believer that a woman can make those decisions of what she wants to do. I mean, look, East Side, we've seen those vintage movies, right, where men have been dominating a lot, right? And that's how they portrayed in Hollywood. Don't kick me. Don't shoot the messenger. Um, the law says, Eastside, you don't know me. I mean, really, we can, well, I'm married, so I have my thing, right? That's my thing. However, I'm not judging others. And from what I've learned from 90 Day Fiance, it is off the change when it comes to sexual preferences. Just skip into 90 Day Fiance and catfish, especially catfish. I learn a lot from watching catfish. I do. And I thought, dang, I didn't know there was that many sexual preferences. So what I saw was there's something like pans something. I can't remember that. Pans trans and pans something and um, organized something. I can't. I don't know. I didn't go out of my way to memorize any of that. But um, I have to admit, I was curious as to what people are doing because I've always loved learning about sexuality, sex education, things like that. I've just always been curious. So it's interesting how it seems like these days, maybe it's been around a long time. I mean, maybe I'm just now seeing it. Come here, honey. Martha's around. Martha wants to be on cam. Uh, we thought that the 60s were wilding out. But today, it seems like because the traditional thing doesn't work for everybody, that people are getting it in. They're getting it in where they can. And they don't want to be tied down to anything. They want to have something open, like what I heard Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. It doesn't seem like, Will Smith is a pro with that. I mean, don't seem like, well, seems like he's struggling with that maybe. But I'm cautious of how I say things because it's real. It is a culture. It's validated with a stamp of approval that it happens. And I don't know. Eastside says highly weird. Yeah, it's really I hate to be so harsh, like with my opinion. I could just say, speaking for myself, I can't do it, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be sharing my man. I don't want to be sharing, my goodies with anybody else. I mean, really, it ain't happening when the woman's sitting between my husband and I, and she's, oh, no, 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 not for me, not for me, not for me, no, 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 no. Maybe it's something that's not new. Maybe it's been happening. Maybe I've just been under a rock. I mean, that's a great possibility that I've been under a rock. I mean, I believe that because from what I heard with P. Diddy, that seems to be the norm in that circle, having those parties. To me, I don't see that as a party. I see that as a nightmare. But, people are wired differently, and that's what they do. Thank God. Thank God I'm married, and thank God I don't have to deal with that because I think it's just a wiring. I just haven't been that horny to go there. You know what I'm saying? You got to be really horny to go there. I mean, I, I'm probably not politically correct. I'm sure I'm not. So any of you all who are sub to my page and you have open marriages and things, shout out to you. So Eastside says, Jada, the one who slept with her son's friend. Right. But hey, Eastside, did I hear that Jada and Will Smith were kind of broken up and had a clear understanding that she could do her thing and he could do his thing? Because didn't it sound like he had some vagina? Okay. I just can't supplement my words. On the side? I mean, hasn't Jada admitted that she is a highly sexed person? Aren't we all? Oh, okay. I might have told her myself. Probably not. But Jada, at first I was like pissy about it. Like, ugh, I'm tired of listening. Especially when Will Smith walked his crazy ass up there and slapped the hell out of Chris Rock. That is the part that pissed me off. Now, why? So maybe since they've had that arrangement, maybe Chris Rock did the porky pork with Jada. Is that why Will Smith walked up there and slapped Chris Rock? Whatever the case may be, or behind the scenes, still for him to do that pissed me off about Will Smith, what he did. And then everything start coming out. Some people say, well, let's have an arranged marriage. And then what happens when the woman kind of doesn't have any jealousy issues or jealousy challenges, or she's cool with it. And then all hell breaks loose. It's like, oh, no, she didn't. Oh, no, she didn't. No, she didn't. She's liking this too much. This shit ain't working. Cancel. Let's think about this. In the first place, you would never see me do some dumb shit like that because I know how I am. I ain't jealous, but I tell you what, Ain't gonna be stupid to make. Okay, honey. That's like really. That's like giving a guy a golden key. Like here you are. You can do anything you want. Really? Come on. I don't know. I'm talking a lot. I mean, I don't know what y'all think out there. I mean, I'm just saying from me. And I've been, having daughters. Even my daughter's got that old-fashioned thing about them. Thank you, Lord. But they are of a different generation. So even there are some things that, not about sex, but about other things, I might go, what? You put my grandson to sleep at 2 a.m, huh? Or you put him to bed at 9, but he has his tablet. I mean, things are just different. Not questioning that at all. When back in my day, my babies were born in the 1990s, 8 o'clock, lights after bath, brush your teeth and all that. Okay, they didn't have tablets and iPads and they didn't have internet. I get it. But today it's just what it is. We can't really be crucial and sit back in the comfort of my chair and go, well, they ain't parenting right. Who is me to say that? Things are different. So I'm like an open-minded grandma. I have to be. I stay in my lane. You know what I'm saying? I have grown-ass daughters. It's so funny because these days I do listen to them. Okay, I listen to you. I do. I mean, it gets to a point, where, okay, so I'm going to play this video where my husband scares the shit out of me, right? And it's not really funny, but it's funny. It's not really funny, but it's funny. I said, well, why not humiliate myself? Because I laugh at others. God damn it, you scared me. Let's see if I can find it. Sometimes I get challenged. And he says like, Lola says she's seen the clip. Oh my God. What really got me, I'm serious. I did have very high blood pressure. He really did scare me. That was not fake. Trust me, I don't do fake shit. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I really don't. I don't do the fake stuff. And I said, well, before I got on live tonight, I went ahead and plugged that in because someone else is going to see it. So why not get ahead of it? Live reaction? Did y'all get it? Let me start it over. God damn it, you scared me. Live reaction? Did y'all get it? My husband just scared the shit out of me. Sorry about that. Sorry. I hate it when he does that. He peeps his head out and he says, what are y'all doing? He didn't say they said something else, but I was too messed up to really get my facts together. He's wrong. He's so freaking wrong. Okay. What's on that, Dwayne? God damn it, you scared me. Okay, so I humiliated myself. I knew I signed up for this party. I signed up for it. I signed up to be, a content creator, and I knew that things were going to go down. But what's so funny about it is that it's never planned, like on Mark's Live where the stand that he had his set up, when the wind blew, it hit him right in the damn head somewhere. And I was like, ouch, right? I felt that pain. Did you see what happened in the Olympics with the trans boxer? No. What happened? Ouch. I'm nervous because I'm still scared from last night. Thank you, hubby. What I was amazed was how clear I can cuss. I was like, dang, that was vivid. That was really clear. Yeah, it was like they had a trans boxer face an actual woman boxer. The Olympics with trans boxer. Iman?
According to CNN, Imani Khalif of Algeria won her opening Olympic boxing bout when opponent Angela Carini of Italy quit after just 46 seconds. Khalif was disqualified from the 2023 World Championships after failing an unspecified gender eligibility test, and her presence at the Paris Olympics has become a divisive issue.
Okay, so they disqualified her. And Lola says, and of course she got beat up because at the end of the day, he's still a man. Yeah, my daughter has been trying to help me understand the definitions because she's getting a promotion, but she has my firstborn. She's a benefits, something like a insurance benefits professional company. I'm not going to give out the name, of course, no, I can't. Because of her privacy, I respect that. But she's way up there where she does like consultation work and stuff. And so she's been really, she has to understand those things, right? In order to consult people and fight for their rights when it comes to them not getting their insurance covered, their procedures covered, things like that. I still can't dissect the meanings, even though I care. I care about the meanings. It's just sometimes it just confuses me because trans, to me in my head, trans means transition. It means, to me, transition means I'm a woman and I want to transition to be a man, trans. But then what I'm confused about is that, tell me if I'm wrong or tell me I'm right, I don't know, because I told you I am confused about it. That when it comes to genetics and in their DNA and their gene pool, if they're able to prove if the hormone is dominant man, then it's a man. And if the hormone is dominant woman, it's a woman. But then there are men who have male hormones that have women born with women equipment. And then there are women, I'm trying to flip that. There are women who are born with male dominant genes who have male equipment, but they have male dominant genes. I'm not confused. See where I'm at right now? If you're a female, you have female dominant genes and you have male equipment. You see? So there's all kinds. And what's happened, I feel, in our society, because the good old US of A, always want to put people in a box. So they've convinced us, those that be who are shallow and racist because they're probably transgender themselves. But do you remember back in the day how the bearded woman? She was a woman, but she had at the circus, because they put all people like that who were different in a circus. They hired people in a circus, and that's how they displayed. I could say I knew nothing about those things, except when I went to the circus, I'd see a little tiny person, and it was an adult. I went to circus, and my daddy paid $1 for me to see that. The snake woman, remember that? The big fattest man in the world and the fattest woman in the world. And although then I start getting older and I go, wow, there is such thing as a woman who's got just facial hair. Even I've seen people that have, like they call them the wolf man syndrome. It's a more professional name, so forgive me, people, if you're out there and you have that. But it's hair all over their face and just. So my thing is, yeah, I agree with you, Lola. The instant thing goes, yeah. You're born a man. Let's say in this situation you're talking about. I agree. That person's born a man, and then they went and got female genitalia, and they all of a sudden signed up to be in the Olympics and beat the crap out of their competitor. So, you see where I'm at with that? It's just, I mean, that right there, if it's that simple, oh yeah, that's wrong. Well, I'm going to be, like Kim what's the mother's name? Kardashian mother. How the guy she was married to was in the Olympics. And all of a sudden he decided he wanted to be a woman. So he got some breasts and some Kris Kardashian, her ex, changed himself into a woman by paying to get breast implants and genitalia to remove the porker. Bruce Jenner. Bruce Jenner, yes. I think the reason why I agree with that. I mean, this is like common sense, Lola. That sounds like that person was suspended, and that's fair, because that's crazy. That's really crazy. But I'm saying, on the other hand, my brain takes me somewhere else sometimes, right? And so what gets me is that there's this political war out there that kind of pisses me off. And a political war, I remember when I was living in North Texas, which is in the Dallas area. I was living there. Those Kardashians, how did they F their men up? Huh? I have to admit, I've watched their season 5. I haven't been able to indulge in the others because I think they're charging for that. But I've become a fan of the Kardashians. I know people are like, what, Rhonda? You know me. When I see the majority of people running one way, then I step back and I go, let me look into this. Not because I doubt the people in my circle. It's because I've heard how politics have jumped on a lot of people. And I will say it is on the Republican side. Those are facts. If you're a Republican, you're proud of that. You're proud of not liking Hollywood. You're proud about that. So I'm not offending anybody. But I become a fan of the Kardashians. I had to sit here and I watched 10 episodes of season 5 because you know your girl. I got to be analytical. I overthink. I'm a proud overthinker. And I just sat here chilling while I'm working on my movies and doing all of that. And I was impressed. Kim Kardashian went and got her law degree. She took tests. Eastside says Bruce Jenner, Kanye, Scott Disick, and Lamar Odom all got off some type of way. Well, so Eastside, tell me, how does that make it the Kardashians' fault? I mean, I looked at it. I'm being open-minded. I'm listening to you because I wish my husband was here because I could hear his point of view. I mean, it's not like they were P. Diddy or R. Kelly, where they turned them out to parties. They were sleeping with them by themselves. I mean, they weren't sharing the men. The men did sign up for it. And I see. I understand, Eastside, I do. But me watching the show, they seem to be effed up before they got into the relationship. I'm not laughing to the fact that they got effed up. I mean, Odom was on drugs. He was doing that. You have another guy that Courtney was married to. He effed around on her. Was that Courtney's fault that he chose to pork another woman and get her pregnant? And then all of a sudden I mean, I know that I'm being influenced by what the Kardashians are saying live. I don't know their business. I don't know inside. Lola says Kim should have never gave Kanye a shot. He's been crazy. I mean, Kanye was cray-cray before they got married. Okay, get back. Get back. Okay, I got to give my cat attention. Hi, honey. Hello, baby. Oh my God, she wants me. She wants me. Chloe, not Courtney. I meant Chloe. Thank you for helping me with that, Chloe. Hello, baby. Oh yes. Um. So Kanye was messed up before. I don't know. I'm just getting. All I'm doing is I'm just getting by what I saw. I understand media, do their thing, and I understand that. I'm not being closed-minded. I'm just trying to let you know what I saw, and then we could put our heads together. So Lola says Chloe covered up all the drug use that Lamar was doing. Okay, so Lola said that Chloe covered it up. And what that means to me is that she wasn't trying to exploit him. Obviously, she was trying to help him. And then things get too far. I help people recover from drugs and alcohol. That doesn't mean that I'm an ace of spade. It just means that I've had some experiences, and just from an opinion of mine, it doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean it's all correct. But what I do understand that being on drugs and things like that is a lifetime fight, and there is no cure. Lamar been on drugs before Chloe. Thank you, because Courtney's the oldest sister, right? Sorry. Courtney's the oldest sister. Thank you so much. I love you. I love you, Lola. So it looks like these men, and I'm not being a feminist. Eastside, I'm not being a feminist, because I understand where you're coming from. But maybe these men made decisions when they got into a situation, because what happens when you see rich, beautiful people, and let's say we're talking about wealthy, beautiful women who are working, by the way, they're just not probably comfortable billionaires. That's what a lot of misconception I think people have with the Kardashians, that what they have, they're working their ass off. I mean, they call Kim Kardashian a hoe. I don't know why, because she's single, so she dated Odell Beckham and a whole lot of other guys. She made some choices. Doesn't make her a hoe. I mean, I just see that these women embrace majority black men. Courtney likes white sexual chocolates. Is that Courtney, the oldest? And the others seem to like black chocolates. Okay? So just me sitting down and watching this, just verbatim, I got a whole nother visual, or perception. I couldn't go by the memes. I couldn't go by the gossip. I couldn't go by what the Republicans were saying. What's BBC? Is that the television channel? British? Is that the English channel? Or is that a butt injection procedure? You know, Eastside, sometimes I don't know where you're going, but sometimes you pop some words out there that I'm impressed with. Like one day, I was impressed with the word you used about something. What was I talking about? It was about a guy. I was talking about China. I said China, how seriously, this is serious, that a lot of the Chinese men out there, they're having a problem with with men not getting married and having children. So there's a lower population of children because men are having sexual relationships and experiences with the computer. So now they're having to go through what Jiffy Jeff was telling me, through like speed dating type rituals to do quick hookups and get these men married. But he said, the majority of the men in China are virgins because they're having sexual relationships with their computers. And Eastside came up with what he called that, and I was impressed. You actually had me go into the dictionary for that one. Forgot what you call it. Incel or something like that. No, I don't know the BBC. Let me look it up because you know some things I don't know. I'm looking at BBC. BBC means to me public service broadcaster. The British Broadcasting Corporation. That's what that means to me. Incels, yeah. I'm like, let me look that up. Never heard of that before. I'm serious. I knew about it, but I didn't know there was a name for it. You know what I'm saying? And so Eastside Herald said incels. It's true. Oh my God, really? Really, Eastside? Okay. I believe you're a pimp now. I believe it now, Lola. Lola, I'm not saying I don't believe you. I believe you, my love. I believe my Lola. She's my bestie. Oh yeah. It's something about California people. California people make the best ass people in the world. I'm not kidding you. Their minds are right. They're open-minded. They're intelligent. They're creative. I had to Google it, and then I had to Google it. Lola says, and I didn't know either. Yeah, you see, I said, I was wondering. I second guessed myself. Do you know why? Because when I saw Lola go, oh Lordy, I thought, that means I was too naive. I saw that as being British Broadcasting Corporation. I mean, it's true. So, God. So the Kardashians like chocolates. I mean, Chris Jenner, she has her, I hate to say a boy toy. They say they love each other. They're planning a wedding. They are thinking about getting married. I mean, how can we ever complain uh, about those things? Because it's different. But anyway, he's a Cowboys fan. Eastside Harold's a Cowboys fan? Really? Oh, Chris. Oh, really? Chris's man. What? Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, Eastside. Eastside. When I looked, when these women, they were very hurt for these men. Yeah, I mean, how can you really, if you're that beautiful, if you're that in the limelight, then obviously, unfortunately, it will appeal to people that are probably, you know, not not kosher. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at Halle Berry. It's been really hard for her to really find just an ordinary, regular man because trust me, the men are made. I mean, seriously, they're made as visual creatures. And what that means is sci fi is on an all time high when it comes to relationships with men. They're visual creatures. When they look, they like, and they're not thinking that, if I get with Kardashian, I get to travel around the world. I get to be a part of, some name brands. I can get wealthy. I could live off her for the rest of my natural life. I could eat, and because from what I saw, the Kardashians seemed to be fair. Any of them, they didn't seem like airheads. They didn't seem stupid. They are working women. I wouldn't want to be in their shoes. Not interested. When I watched them, I didn't watch it from the position of like a fan, like, I wish, or like, I wish I had that. I don't want nothing they have because I don't want my black ass is not going to be getting up at 2:00 in the morning to work out. Y'all feeling me? Fuck the money. Sorry. Oh my God. Ever since my husband scared me, I haven't been the same. I mean, do you think I'm going to be like those women, the Kardashians, where they get into these dresses where it's metal in the waist and they have to rearrange their liver and their stomachs and they have to fit these dresses. And a lot of these dresses is made out of metal and wires and their shoes hurt their feet. I mean, I wouldn't want to do that. Get me a fat dress any day. Give me some flat shoes, a fat dress, no bra, no drawers any day. And guess what? As long as I have enough money to pay my bills, live a happy life, feed the feral cats, smack my hubby on the ass, like pinch him every once in a while, like, ooh, daddy. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. That's happiness for me. Because when you find out these people with all that money, they ain't happy. Courtney seems to really get a lot of counseling, and counseling is good. But Courtney seems to be in a lot of counseling where she's trying to really figure out what's natural. Men don't wear drawers either. Okay, Eastside. So it's not, Eastside says, hell no. She says hell no because Chris's man is a Cowboys fan. And then Eastside Harold says it's not just the Kardashians that throw these men off at paparazzis that follow them. They become prisoners of that. They made choices, grown ass men. Can you imagine them fucking like rabbits in the bedroom? That's not like holding anything back, right? They're not having a problem in that area. When they go to the bedroom, they're acting like rabbits. Seem like that ain't the problem, huh? Huh? Okay, maybe I went too far. My twin Gemini just came out. Get back in there instead. Heifer. I'm not defending women. I'm not defending the man. I am just looking at it from my perspective that I didn't see any of the Kardashians mistreat them. If anything, they seemed so freaking politically correct. And probably so damn correct that maybe they should be writing a book on how to look at life. Yeah, please check it out. Just don't believe in me. Hulu has them. Season 5. I think they're going to reopen the season 6. Welcome to Rhonda's Lovely Sparks. I am 56 minutes into my live. We are having trending conversations, trending chat, and of course, a shout out to Lola. Hot sauce. That's right. She's hot. And we got East Side Harold, Houston Texans fan. What's up with him? What's up? They lost their game today. They lost their game in the preseason. And pretty much East Side Harold is saying that doesn't count because it's a preseason game. So I wonder how the haters out there, I'm not saying you, East Side, I wonder how the other haters out there is going to talk about the Cowboys if we happen not to win a game in the preseason. Are they going to say it's just a preseason game? Or is every media out there is going to ride us until the cows come home? If y'all don't know what that means, you ought to see a cow breed. I mean, not that I ever like wanted to watch it out of sheer pleasure. Hell fuck no. But I right in the country, it's a way of life. You got to make sure this bull breeds with this female, and you got to separate the cows. And sometimes when you're feeding the cows and you're out there belling the hay, you'll see some humping going on. So it's it just happens when you're in the country. It's natural, okay. But if it happens, if you're in front of somebody that you might feel uncomfortable, you might just want to leave because it's very uncomfortable. Because I never just stare, Let them do their thing. Just breathe. By gosh, hurry the up. Mike Aldana. Hello everybody. So, Loie says, okay, so Khloe made Tristan stick his blinkety blink and make babies with other women while they were together, right? I don't think, Khloe was there helping these things happen. So she ends up finding out through the media that he did this. And then Lola said, Pania. I like the swagger on that one. And then Lola said it doesn't count because it wasn't Dak. Right? Eastside Herald said exactly. And Mike Aldana says, we're having a Kardashian talk tonight. And then Lola is laughing. So Eastside started it. No, did Eastside? No, I think I started it. But kind of Eastside did too. Yeah, I saw that what is monumental for me is when I saw Kim Kardashian studied for her law degree. She studied it and she got it. Did you know that she visits prisoners? I probably wouldn't do it. She's better than me. I'm not saying that I'm against people in prison. I'm just saying I wouldn't do it. But Kim Kardashian's visited prisons, and she is working with the governor, of California, where California is putting together, or has already put together, a prison program, which is an experiment for, I think they said, a tier 2 prisoner. It's experimental. And in this experimental program, in this prison in California, that they bring dogs there to get trained by prisoners, because not only is it therapeutic for the prisoner, but it's also therapeutic for the dog, for whatever happened to the dog. They retrain these dogs, the prisoners retrain these dogs, and they put them back out and match them with people who need pets or animals to help guide them, to help give them stress relief, and certified dogs that helps people with mental health and things like that. You can't beat that. She touches these men's hands and gives them a hug, and she shakes their hand. Kim Kardashian, whether you like it or not, she is the freaking Prince Diana up in this bitch. She helped free the guy. Yes, true, Mike Aldana. Mike Aldana says Kim needs high-profile security just because of who she is. I'm telling you. I don't know why there seems to be a stall in my internet. There seems to be like some delay. I don't know what's going on with my internet out here. So forgive me. It's not my fault. It's just happening. I kind of could see a delay. She visits prisons. She talked to a lady, went face to face to her house, a woman who served her time, but she killed her mother. And what they found out in the case with this woman, this white woman, found out that the white woman killed her mom because the mother raised her to be, tell me if I'm right, she raised her with a lot of abuse and kept injecting her with things and making her sick, making her daughter sick. I don't know if I missed that story. Because note that I'm like working while listening to the Kardashians. Okay, so she goes, and Kim Kardashian is a voter. She is fighting for, she's meeting with political leaders, and she's fighting for better mental health programs for people in prison and people who are getting out of prison and who are out of prison, because the system is created to fail. You go out there, where do you go? You go back to where you came from, that got you in trouble in the first place. Also, she met with Trump face to face, and then she was able to have an influence through Trump to have what they feel is a black man who had minutes before he was going to be unalived in the death chair. She saved his life. Who cannot appreciate that? Who cannot appreciate the sustenance of this? We can't down. I could probably talk against somebody that I feel has done nothing and everything is prissy. But what gained my respect was that. And when I saw how the mother is running a business, and she's teaching those daughters on how to be upright, even though they're grown-ass women, she still has an influence in all of her kids' lives to be successful, to focus on how to be a businesswoman. She teaches them on how to be successful in a dog-eat-dog world. She's able to protect her daughters against what most Hollywood people, victims of Hollywood. Yeah, that's our trending topic, partially. I mean, we've moved from topic to topic to topic to topic. You know me, I'm all over the place and I love it. But I can't, frown on that. And it seems like that if something happens to the mom, Kris, that Kim Kardashian is going to be leading. I have learned a lot also on how to handle stress because, they're paying out of pocket for a lot of, counseling and stuff that I can't afford. And I'm like, okay, that's good advice. So my gal Dana says, I bet Trump was trying to score brownie points with Kim. I'll do anything for you. Right, Mike? You know he was. Shoot. For a minute, Trump was channeling Howard Hughes. He said, oh, I wish I was a billionaire like him. Oh, because Howard Hughes dated a lot of women, Trump has to put out $150,000 per vagina. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not talking about him. It's a fact that he has to pay for it. And I found out through the woman that he paid $100 and some thousand, that Trump was ready. He was sitting on the bed, the edge of the bed. Stormy Daniels, that Trump was ready. He was sitting on the edge of the bed with silk pajamas. Stormy D. And that Stormy Daniels came out and she's like, in her head, she's like, what the? Trump, get out of here. Take the pajamas off. Silk pajamas? Take that shit off. Pretty much, that's what she said. So guess what Trump comes back out with when he takes the silk off, the silk pajamas? He comes back out with a t-shirt. I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up. Go ahead, boy. I'm not into wanting to understand anything about that part. Just Stormy Daniels, it was interesting when she went to court and what she said about that. I was like, God. Yuck. I don't want to think too deep into that because I don't want to have the visual. Oh, no. Hubby wrote me a note today. He said, Rhonda, you need to talk about this. And by the way, I did hear from Asia today, y'all. She sent me a message. You know what? Asia Robertson. Now, this is from what I know, who I think is Asia. I don't have verification, but she was under the name Asia Robertson. And she sent me a message. And she said, hi, Rhonda. And guess where she sent the message under? The video where my husband scared the out of me. Well, if she didn't see that and laughed her ass off, then my girl's doing good. Oh, my baby. Maybe out of those 50 people that I have sent a message to, maybe out of those 50 people, someone got in touch with her and said, yo. Say, Asia, I'm just trying to speak like I'm from Brooklyn. I know I'm not speaking that well, but can a girl dream? Hey, yo. Or is it Philadelphia? Yo, Asia, there's a crazy ass. No, not yet. I think I didn't. Yo, Asia. Yes, I think I did. Yes, did I say that? You should always reply. Let me go check. Yo, Asia. There's this crazy one person that sent me a message looking for you. Maybe that happened. That could have. It could have happened. Yo, Asia. And they didn't say lady. Trust me, they used the B word, I'm sure. There's a crazy bee out there that's looking for you. You need to go check that shit out. Because she's looking for you. Asia probably said, who was it? She called her name Rhonda Sparks, some shit like that. Rhonda Sparks, some kind of shit like that. Who the hell is a Rhonda Sparks? What the fuck is that about? And Asia probably said, oh yeah. So she sent me a message. I'm trying to find out what my husband sent me. So she sent me a message. And I got to go reply because Lola's like, Rhonda, did you reply? And I don't think I did. Because I wanted to make her come in here in the chat room. That's why I didn't. I'm not going to lie. Because I wanted to verify if it was her. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to verify. So hubby sends me a message because he sends me some cool things. I just love that man so much. Except for last night because he scared the crap out of me. I was not performing. It wasn't a setup. He really scared me. I mean, that's what Lola says. That's why I said, did you reply? I didn't because I want to make her come in here because I want to verify if it was really her. I'll reply. I want to be sure. You know what I'm saying? So hubby sends me a message. And it says $10 backyard buckets. They are margarita buckets. This is what hubby sends me. $10 backyard buckets. I think it's margarita buckets. Where is her reply on what video? Okay, so she replied on the one you saw today when my husband scared me. It's the 60-second video. It's the 60-second one. I was like, wow, it took that. Or I say, yo. Okay, let me know. Yo, there's that crazy bee. She looking for you. What's her name? Rhonda Sparks, some fucking shit like that. Some kind of fucked up name, Sparks. And then she said, oh. Okay, I found out what my husband said. Let me go see. I'll be right back. I'm going to see what Lola's looking at. Then I'm going to get her advice, what she suggests. So I follow her lead. I do, y'all. Your girl needs help too. I don't know everything. Yes, that's her. Oh, okay. Okay, well, right now, Lola, I'm going to send a message to her. I'm replying to Asia. Okay, I sent her. Yeah, Lady Lieber was there. She was consoling me in my she was consoling me in my time of need. So, yes, that's her. That looks funny. Your looks. He pissed me off, y'all. I'm serious. Here I am. I didn't know that my butt had that much muscle to push me like 12 inches off the couch when he scared me. Are y'all amazed about your butt muscles? Have y'all ever had that to happen? Like how I was able to jump 12 inches off the sofa. God is creative, I'm telling you. I was like, damn, I still got it. Your girl still got it. I still got butt muscles. Oh my God. He scared the crap out of me. Oddly enough, Leo took the time to ask Mark during the Bears and Texans live stream to ask about any updates on Asia. Oh, that's good. That's good. It doesn't surprise me. Leo seems to have a deep heart. I'm not sure if Leo has worked with people who are in the street. I kind of saw a background. I wasn't trying to be, nosy. I wasn't. It just was there. And I wondered if he works with people that are in the streets because he seems to, connect. So if you all haven't seen it, those who haven't seen it, yes, that was horrible. He scared me. I mean, I'm not kidding you. I felt my heart jump out, really. I could have had a heart attack. I could have died live on live. I mean, I'm not kidding y'all. Jeez. That was like too much. He did too much. But I have to tell you, my husband and I do play pranks on each other. Oh, Mike says I was there last night when he did that. It was you and Lady Libra. That's right. You and Lady Libra. Yeah, that wasn't planned. I don't do that. Okay, so I got to clean my nose. I'll be back. I got to clean my nose. I can't do that. Do that when I'm live. I mean, I just don't. I ain't gonna do that when I'm live. Uh, so I said, well, let me go in and get ahead of the paparazzi. I was surprised too, lady. I mean, Lola. Lola says, I was surprised Lady Libra was up last night. Yeah. She probably, she took care of her grandbaby. She take care of grandbaby sometimes. And you know how that is. They wear us out. We love them, but they wear us out. I'm trying to make sure my goodies, oh, my goodies, goodies. So, that was, my heart's still messed up over that from last night. I mean, I'm not kidding you. It might look funny. My husband has only looked at it 100 million times today. So I had to get ahead of the paparazzi because I'm so famous. Booby Artist was here, I think, this morning. I saw him. He might be talking to Nicole. Uh-huh. He's making booby art. Jiffy Jeff is making booby art for Nicole. No. Right? So hubby sent me something. This is what he really wanted me to share. It says here, can y'all see it? I don't know why I can't get my equilibrium together when I'm doing the phone. See that bed? And the bed has a line drawn through it. See that picture? My Dana says, somebody said I was the inspiration for last night's live stream. So Michael Dana is the inspiration of last night's live stream. He is. I thank God you told me about that, because guess what? I would have missed out on the opportunity to talk about something that I'm so passionate about talking about. Did that make any sense? Probably not, but y'all know what I'm talking about. I gotta hide the booby. You know, my mother said, when you got it, you better enjoy it. If you got hair, wear it. If you still got your teeth, because I'm missing a couple here, she said, you better use them. If you got the, use it. She said, and I am, Mama. I'm loving you from afar. So here's the picture. It's a bed with a line in the middle. And the title of it that my husband sent me was interesting. I could turn it upside down. Upside down. Boy, you turn me inside out and round. Upside down, you turning me. You giving us. Round and round, you turning me. Oh, ooh, ah. So back to what my hubby sent me. Some people in Toronto have started renting out half their beds due to city housing crisis. The practice is called hot bedding. Toronto, Canada. Because there is a housing crisis, they are renting out half their bed. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? For y'all sitting in the cut, smash that like. How y'all doing today? I'm from Texas. Where y'all from? Yeah, so Mike Aldana sent me a message yesterday, and he's like, okay, I'm not going to try to mock Mike, but he sent me a message, and the message said, hey, Rhonda, what do you think about Trump, what he said at the Black Journal, the Black Journalist Conference? And boy, did I had an earful, a mouthful. Is that what I said? A mind full. Let me fix that. I had a mind full to talk about. Reaction like crazy. I don't know, was that yesterday? God, y'all, my days are all just all mixed up. You all saw me this morning, so you all know why my days are mixed up. Yes, and Mike said it does get cold up there, so they're renting out half their bed. They're renting out half their bed. So my thing is, if I rent out half my bed and I'm in Toronto, oh no, man, I don't want anybody sharing no bed with me. Hell no. I mean, why can't they get them a blow-up bed and put it in the living room and sleep in there? Why do you have to rent half your bed out? That doesn't make sense. Get a blow-up bed. And let's say you can't afford them. Maybe they're too expensive. Make a pallet on the floor and a pillow. Unless you're charging extra rent for laying in your bed. Michael Dad says sleeping during the day does mess with your circadian rhythm. Yes, it does. It's all screwed up. I slept during the day. I was up late last night on live having fun. And I was up. I didn't go to bed till I did a live this morning, and I still didn't go to bed yet until after morning time. Hubby went and served me breakfast in bed. He went and got a McDonald's. You know, to think about it, maybe because he knew he pissed me off last night when he scared me. My God. But to make it fair, my hubby and I for many years in our marriage, we played pranks on each other. And we did it all the time. And then Mike Aldana says, that's why I can't work third shift anymore. So I'd scare the living crap out of him. I walk up on him, I scare him, then he'd scare me back. Then he'll scare me, and and vice versa. And we did this for years. We slowed down on doing that this year, and Brother Man had started it back up. So it's going to be on and popping now, Daddy. That's right. I'm going to get his ass back. Because I like scaring the shit out of him. I just don't want, anybody in the house having heart attacks. Because, we're older now. But since he started this last night, I'm getting him back. Watch me. So excited about Asia responded to me. Thank you so much, Lola, for helping me through this, because Lola was saying sometimes she will, disappear. So that gave me some relief, and I think I handled it really well. I mean, sending 50 messages to people on her Facebook. I don't think I overthought that at all. I don't think I did an overkill, and I don't think that I overreacted. 50 was a starting number for me, because next day I was going to do hit up another 50. But I said, let me hit up 50 and just give it 3 days. And sure enough, today she responded. So somebody, like I told you all earlier, probably walked up to her and said, yo, 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 Asia, this bee asked me where you are. What's her name? No, not where you are. She's looking for you. That's how they talk, right? That's how they talk. And Asia probably said, I've been trying to practice this out. I'm talking this out, okay? I'm talking myself through it. And the guy, or whoever it is, probably said, her name is Rhonda Sparks, some shit. What the fuck is a Sparks? And Asia probably said, oh, I know who that is. There could be a possibility that maybe she's responding to out of those 50 feelers I put out. So Michael Dad says, get him, Foxy Brown. Get him, Foxy Brown. Get him, Foxy Brown. Am I Foxy Brown? You know what? I didn't even try to do an afro. I combed my hair and I brushed it. And I had this little black band I bought. And it's something I've had for years. I just found it. And you pull it from the back and it tightens up. So I could just, Foxy Brown in the house. Speaking of Foxy Brown, Andre was watching the rerun of that today. Isn't that funny? It's Foxy Brown. It was featuring the lady who played I'm trying to remember. Can't remember anything these days. It's a lady who played in this show where they're like in the music world, the mecca of music. This black lady's on there. She played I think like a Foxy Brown. I've gotten to the point as I get older, I don't push myself to remember anything. You know what I'm saying? I just relax my brain, let my brain restore. Pam Grier played the old one. Let's see if I could Google it. A series about music mecca. Name of show. Empire. I just guessed it, and I don't even see it on here, but Empire. Because they came up with Glee and some other stuff. No, it's not. It's Empire. You know the lady who's on Empire? Oh my God, am I yawning? I see her picture. Taraji Henson. So did Taraji Henson play the new Foxy Brown? I don't know. Let's see. Taraji. Yes, Taraji Henson. It was a movie that she played my husband was watching. I can't remember the movie, but it was like a Foxy Brown movie. Um, name of movie. Proud Mary. It was Proud Mary. That's it. So hubby was watching Proud Mary, a 2018 American action thriller filmed and directed by Babak Najafi from a screenplay written by John S. Newman. The film stars Taraji Henson, Jay Diallo, Billy Brown, and Danny Glover. That's it, Proud Mary. Because I remember hearing Tina Turner. Proud Mary, keep on burning. Da, 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 da. I'm rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Okay, I have memories. Yeah, when I was a little girl, when I heard Tina Turner, I was a little girl. Boy, when I would always wish I could move like her. I did. I used to dance so hard that I used to kick my own self in the ass. I tell my husband that all the time. Because, I had some really skinny legs. I was flexible. And I did. I literally did. I'm not trying to do a joke. I would kick my own self in the ass. That's how um, that's how flexible I was back in the day. I mean, my legs just would go. I did my Jackson 5. You couldn't tell me nothing. Then I end up learning that, my parents, they would always laugh and say, come on, girl, dance, dance, dance. And I dance. And just to think later, I look like a complete fool. Then I found out repeating what they did. I repeat that to my own grandson, right? Come on, baby, dance, dance for grandma. Come on, baby, dance for grandma. Speaking of grandson, he loved him so Lola. He was saying, "Where Lola?" He likes that name. Where Lola? Lola. He gets speech therapy. He gets physical therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy. It's good for him. Working on all of that because what had happened to my beautiful grandson, I shared that with y'all. What happened to him years ago? That a surgeon made a mistake. And when he made a mistake, it shut down all of my grandson's organs. When he made the mistake, he sewed the intestines back twisted. She sewed the intestines back twisted. And what happened, it backed up bacteria all into his major organs of his body, his heart, his liver, major organs. And he was forced into an induced coma. And so what happened is that he, of course, this has impacted him where he had delay development. Okay. So this is why he gets those wonderful therapies by wonderful therapists that love and adore him. They take him to the park. They take him swimming. They help him with motor skills and voice skills. And he makes good grades in school. So he's doing well in school. He, as a matter of fact, even though he had some development delays, he's in the grade he needs to be, and he's intelligent, like a little boy genius, actually. he's a little boy genius. So we grandparents over here have been his biggest cheerleader, and have watched him, have watched his first steps, have watched him hold a spoon and eat. Now he eats all the time, and he runs all the time, and he talks all the time, and all that all the time. He's doing so good. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. So thank you, Lola. So Lola says, so Mike Aldana says, have you seen The Best of Enemies or Hidden Figures with Taraji P. Henson? I don't think I've seen The Best of Enemies, but I did see Hidden Figures, and it's one of my favorite movies that I personally can relate to. I mean, don't we do that, y'all? We see movies that we can personally relate to. Oh my God, it was so relatable to me. Oh, Hidden Figures. As a matter of fact, I think I wrote a commentary on Hidden Figures. If I could find it. A while back when it first came out. I have it on file somewhere, but I wrote a commentary on Hidden Figures. And usually I make a copy of it in my folder. I don't see it. But it really touched me. That made me actually write about it, you know? It really touched my heart for me to actually write a commentary about it. And maybe one day I'll start pulling up my commentary and reading my old commentary. Also, I think that'll be interesting because I have lots of that. I'm just trying to look right now. Hidden Figures. It's somewhere. I'll just have to write it down and like approach that next time. Yes, I did a commentary for a while, like for a couple of years. I wrote commentary. So I'm going to write this down. Hidden Figures, and I'll read that to you all. Probably do it during like my book reading. Like had that a part of my book reading. But yeah, so I thought that was interesting. The news that Andre showed me about them renting out their bed. So that means the rentor is sleeping on one side and the rentee is sleeping on the other half of the bed. No way. Get you a blanket and sleep on the floor in the living room because you ain't sleeping in my bed. Who wants a stranger sleeping in their bed? Unless they're charging $200 extra, and still, to me, that's not enough. You know what I'm saying? That's not enough. I mean, I'd nasty. But that's the thing. I'm seeing what else is trending now. Trending boxer. This is what Lola was telling me about earlier. We were talking about transgender and these different things that also confuse me. Boxer previously barred from women's events wins fight after opponent quits in 46 seconds. Trump, Elon Musk, J.K. Rowling, and Italian Giorgia Meloni all appeared to criticize, including Imane Khalif of Algeria. How did they get involved in this? I mean, sometimes I just get out of breath reading some of this stuff. A boxer whose gender identified as recently being questioned won her first fight at the Paris Olympics on Thursday. Imane Khalif of Algeria defeated Angela Carini of Italy after Carini quit 46 seconds into the match. Carini stopped the fight after only a few punches were exchanged, avoided shaking Khalif's hand, and then fell to the floor in tears. Khalif's participation in Olympic women's boxing has been scrutinized in recent days after reports resurfaced that she and another boxer, Lin Yuting of Taiwan, failed to meet gender eligibility tests at the Women's World Boxing Championships in New Delhi last year. At the same time, sporting officials alleged that the boxers failed an unspecified test because they had male chromosomes. Khalif, who's 25, has always competed as a woman, including during the Tokyo Olympics, and there's no indication that she identifies as a transgender or intersex. The latter referring to people born with sex characteristics that do not fit strictly into the male female gender binary. Carini said she ended Thursday's fight because she felt a severe pain in her nose. She added that she is not qualified to decide whether Khalif should have been allowed to compete. I am not here to judge or pass judgment, Carini told reporters after the match. If an athlete is this way, and in that sense it's not right or it is right, it is not up to me to decide. That was a decent response. Others were less reserved. We have to pay attention in an attempt to not discriminate, that we're actually discriminating against women, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni told reporters during a visit to the Olympic Village. And these things, what counts is your dedication, your head, and character, but it also counts having a parity of arms. Several American politicians, including former President Donald Trump and Senator Marco Rubio, Republican of Florida, and South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem, also shared their views on the match. I will keep men out of women's sports, Trump wrote on his social media on Truth Social. Khalif's win also provoked responses from several prominent figures who are frequently criticized for their remarks about transgender people. Harry Potter, author of J.K. Rowling, repeatedly referred to Khalif as male and called the match a brutal injustice in a series of posts on X, which is Twitter. Billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk, who recently drew criticism for his comments about his estranged trans daughter, also weighed in on X, which is Twitter, which he owns, replying to a post that included a video of the fight and read, Kamala supports this. Vote accordingly. Musk, who endorsed Trump last month, wrote, true, or let her deny it. While most of the responses online appear to be critical, Khalif was not without support. Okay. So that gave me some more enlightenment. Because this thing, of course, we know that there's doors that open into a whole nother realm. I remember when I was telling this before and I forgot earlier, North Texas. I was living in Dallas area. And this is when I still have the political group out there. It's standing on its own. I'll pop in and say hi to it every once in a while. People still running it really well. And I saw, and we're not talking about party, even though I am speaking on, fuck it. Lady Libra said, Rhonda, speak your truth. Okay. I'm not going to apologize anymore or skate around that, even though I think I could talk about politics without really nerving people. You know what I'm saying? But you remember this, just like what's being paraded around and exploited are people who are immigrants, people who are crossing the border. how it's been exploited, and that's my word, exploited, because a lot of people don't share two sides or three. Sometimes it's four, six. There's many faucets, right? But going back to North Texas, because it all of a sudden was conveniently around the time of election. Anytime y'all can't hear me, let me know, because this morning my mic wasn't working that well, probably because it wasn't plugged in correctly. So I know that it's uncomfortable when you're listening and you can't hear me. I want y'all to hear me. I want to provide good content for y'all. At least I try. I remember, it's the truth, y'all. The Republicans used the bathroom bill as something that they could jump on and ride from here to hell. Once they get a talking point, I understand talking points, everybody should be on the same page. But the reason why I don't like the talking points that the R's use because I don't like the idea when you're exploiting children. Excuse me, exploiting children. So, just telling y'all about the politics here. So, bathroom bill. So, the Republicans ran with something that seemed logical. Okay. And they were like, you have your girl in the bathroom and you don't want a man walking in there and he pull his thing out using the bathroom next to your daughters. Okay, this is what they used. Of course, people are going to win by all means necessary. Would I be afraid of that? Of course. But what was happening, they were exploiting it to benefit a political agenda. Are Democrats guilty of that? Yeah. But I think Democrats are probably a little bit more poised. Two different parties. Democrats support social things, people, human beings, the heart, and business. And then you have Republicans that promote progress. They're progressive, about business. Anybody outside of that are called socialist, communism. Don't run with that. So Mike Aldan says they had a story in text about a boy who transitioned to a girl so they could participate in high school wrestling. Definite advantage in UIL sports. So I was sharing what confuses me, and I wish I could have my daughter. What time is it? She's asleep right now. God, I got to get her to join in on the conversation because I said I was sharing my daughter is some kind of advanced position. She's told me only a million times, but she's like a consultant and advisor. She's also an advocate when it comes to insurances, and she works for this big company where she helps make sure that people's medical procedures are covered and she helps with a lot of questions, all things questions about your health and stuff. But what that means basically is that there's a lot of people out there that don't know. So what's come into her job is the transgender confusion, the topics, that all cases are not the same. And I was sharing with Lola earlier, and not telling her or trying to educate y'all. I don't know. I'm not an expert, but I want to learn because it's important to me. And why is this important to me? Because I know that this is a society, a group of people that have had to hide for centuries. I'm saying hundreds of years. Let's make it short and sweet. Let's say at least decades. At least 100 years. And you have people in that position have been written off as freaks, because that's when people were in that time very politically incorrect and give a damn before code, pre-code. So they hired everybody that seemed like different or in the minority. They hired them for the circus. The bearded lady, the man with breast, chicks with dicks. Sorry, that's porn. But it's true. It's true. They called them freaks. Found out that what is a freak? Just because they're in a minority? Are black people freaks because we're in a minority? The freak show? You know me. I'm be thinking. So I'm not talking about like now, but I'm talking about what I shared yesterday, the day before. I was talking about history, how history plays a very important part, why people do things they do today. And Rachel Maddow, please listen to her podcast. It's a free podcast. If you really want to learn, I'm behind listening to it. I just heard probably 2 of her podcasts. I am behind. She is so amazing. Maybe I get permission from Rachel Maddow to play it on my lives. And we talk about that too later on, about me doing some research and put out some feelers of progressing my channel. And I'll update y'all about that too in a minute. But my daughter and I was talking, and she has a more factual, understanding of it. But from what I learned just from speaking from a kindergarten, speaking on a position from kindergartner position, not from a kindergartner, but as simple as I can go, that there are people with different genetics and hormones. And it's always been like that. They've just been in hiding. And like the LGBT community, they have been coming out, and it's always been an LGBT community. But they have been suppressed, unfortunately, for their benefit, because there was fear. Right? Like how I can identify as a Black woman and my heritage and my history, even though I have a wonderful heritage. But it's what has suppressed my heritage. It's what I have a problem with. So, how I got into understanding that a little bit more is when I would spend days in the hospital with my daughter, with my grandson, okay, for my grandson. I spent days and days and days and nights and nights. I wasn't leaving. I packed my stuff and we lived in the hospital for a very long time. And I ended up learning while I was there about hormones and genetics. Sometimes our go-to is to say, it's complicated, right? I've been turning off my ads because I can see my ads. Sometimes it gives me an alert, and it tells me your ads is about to come on. It doesn't do it all the time, but sometimes. I like getting up and close and personal with you all when I talk about things, because it helps me communicate, right? Not because I'm trying to get in your head or your minds. Just trying to see if I can teach myself something, right? So I end up talking to a lot of people there at the hospital and learning about hormones and genes and genetics. And what I learned is that there is a lot of people out there that don't know that have a female hormone but haven't been tested. And there's a lot of people out there that have a male hormone that hasn't been tested to identify themselves that way. Because they have rights, say that they're not interested in it. But let's say it's true. So let's say that there's a lot of people who have that and they're not coming out about it, or they haven't, they don't know. Majority of people don't know. So what's happening today, my daughter has also been helping people, not all of them, just whatever phone call she gets, she treats everybody fairly. But let's say the question comes up where there's some gender understanding and people want to help their child identify as what their hormone is identifying them as, or their attitude. Oh, this little boy wants to play with dolls. Oh, this little girl she's a badass in basketball or baseball, where she got one hell of an arm. I'm playing that lightly, but there are things that parents can kind of tell, right? Without being judgmental. Because sure enough, we don't need to judge our children. So what parents are learning is that there are tests out there, because you have probably more better parents who are open-minded, not snowflakes or liberals. Maybe that could fall under that. Well, call me a snowflake. But call me a snowflake if it's something that's smart. Where they're gender testing because they want their kids to live what they are genetically designed. Let me tell you where I'm getting at. I remember when I was in third grade, okay, there was a guy I went to school with. I was in third grade. I didn't understand anything about gender, hormones, and what was gay and what was trans. I could just tell in the third grade that this guy had some feminine characteristics. Back then, I probably didn't identify it as the big word in third grade as feminine, but I thought, well, he sure is like a little, like really more softer than the boys. You know what I'm saying? He's very intelligent. Then found out later, since I've been out of school, and that's been a long time, I graduated from 1984, class of 84. I found out he owns a funeral home here, and he's very successful, and he has a partner. So guess what? He's gay. I knew a girl in my sixth grade. Her name was, and I'll just give her first name, Esmeralda. She's a black girl, tall, strong as shit. She could run like hell, and she was female because, unfortunately and fortunately, she got pregnant when she was a senior. As a matter of fact, she got raped. She was raped, incest. Found out that she was born a female. She had female body equipment, breast and vagina, but also she had a male hormone that was dominant. So she got pregnant. She could have babies. She has a vagina. She has breast. And then she's also strong. And she was bad mother hump. Boy, nobody could compete with her. She was that good. She was very good in athletics. but she had a dominant male hormone. Now, what would you call that? She didn't have a surgery to add breast. She wasn't born a male. She was a woman. Just happened to be like Serena, who plays tennis. She's a strong, beautiful black woman. She was strong. So are we like get caught up in this thing where one size fit all? Possibly. Maybe, maybe not. But there is a wide array of sexuality, and there are tests to prove that. So let's say politically on the news, someone that has a political agenda. Yeah, he ran the Olympics but she applied for a girl as a girl. She applied for Olympics as a girl, but then the test came out as a male. But she's been a woman and no surgery. A certificate says a woman. What is happening here? Number one, are we in a society where we're being open and we're dealing with the truth now? Possibly. Are humans evolving? Are we evolving? Possibly. Has it always been there, but it's been suppressed because it's the way that people control their politics? We're going to put you over here in this box so we could push you over here, and we're going to have psychological warfare suppress you to keep you down. And so we're going to put this one over here in a box, and we're going to suppress you to keep you behind and keep you going to this school over here. You can't cross over into this school, and we're going to red line over here, and then we're going to sit up there and gentrification over here, and then we're going to put you in a zip code over there, and we're going to sell you real estate over there. I mean, what's happening? That's where I'm at when it comes to hearing the media say some stuff, because a lot of times people's medical records are private. And then all of a sudden, what is the politics behind the Olympics? What party is running the Olympics? Who's giving the test? The reason why I say that, because of the discrimination against Serena. Remember tennis? How they talked about her? Serena Williams. Serena and Venus. That is what really got me. Not about anything else. When I heard how they were coming after her and all these things, they were throwing darts at her because she looked like Sarah Bartman. Y'all heard about Sarah Bartman? Let me give you a little bit. The reason why I know about Sarah Bartman, because I used to be in a big community of poets, and I ran to this woman who actually is from California. She's from California, and this was years ago, about 20 some years ago, and she did a wonderful poetic piece about Sarah Bartman. But let me tell you who Sarah Bartman is if you don't know. She was judged for her breast and her butt. She was treated as a freak because of her size. Now, what does this have to do with trans? Probably not a damn thing. It's just my mind took me there because it has something to do with how people use things to suppress you, to be prejudiced against you, to put you in a box, to hold you back. So Sarah Bartman in 1789, 1815, also spelled Sarah, sometimes in a diminutive from, okay, we're trying to get pronouncing, okay, was a Kakoi woman who was exhibited as a freak show attraction in 19th century Europe under the name Hottentot Venus, a name that was later attributed to at least one other woman similarly exhibited. The women were exhibited for their statopigic body type, uncommon in the Western Europe, that not only was perceived as curiosity at the time, but became subject of scientific interest as well as erotic projection. Seems like every time it comes to somebody's sex, there is political people that bring and inject themselves into it. Now, if I see Trump jumps into it with this boxer, then that tells you the history. What's going on with this? Sometimes people get canceled out, but then they come back. Who is the lady who's the Olympic runner that got canceled? The female Olympic runner. Sha'Carri Richardson. Is she back? She's back. She failed a drug test, they say. My thing is, who's doing this drug testing? Who owns the drug testing? Who's doing this? I'm just saying. Venus, this woman I'm talking about, South African, Sarah Bartman, is sometimes used to designate representations of the female body in arts and cultural anthropology, referring to the Roman goddess of love and fertility, Hottentot. So if you see that link, you'll see where her body has this gigantic butt. Be honest with you, kind of looks like mine. I mean, a lot of women can look at that and go, that looks like my butt. It talks about the caricatures that they had made of her. And also somewhere in here, you all could read it. I'm not going to share a whole bunch. But to skip to the part of death and aftermath of her, they used her genitalia. I'm going to tell you, they cut her parts off. But let me tell you about this. Bartman died on December 29, 1815, around the age of 26, of an undetermined inflammatory ailment, possibly smallpox, while other sources suggest she contracted syphilis or pneumonia. Cuvier conducted a dissection, but no autopsy, to inquire into both reasons of Bartman's death. The French anatomist Henry, I'm not going to read these long names, published notes on the dissection in 1816, dissection of this black woman, which were republished by someone else, blah, 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 who had met Bartman. Notes in his monograph that its subject was an intelligent woman with an excellent memory, particularly for faces. In addition to her native tongue, she spoke fluent Dutch, passable English, and a smattering of French. He describes her shoulders and her back as graceful and her arms slender, her hands and feet as charming and pretty. He adds she was adept at playing the Jew's harp, could dance according to the traditions of her country, and had a lively personality. Despite this, Cuvier interpreted her remains in accordance with his theories on racial evolution as evidencing ape-like traits. He thought her small ears were similar to those of an orangutan. I mean, I have small ears. I do. And also compared her vivacity when alive to the quickness of a monkey. He was part of a movement of scientists who were aiming to codify a hierarchy of races with white Europeans at the top. So they had a great interest of her body. They tore it to pieces. Her skull was stolen in 1827, but returned a few months later. The restored skeleton and skull continued to arouse the interest of visitors until the remains were moved to the Musée de l'Homme when it was founded in 1937. And continued up until the 1970s. Her body cast and skeleton stood side by side and faced away from the viewer, which emphasized her stetopgia. That means accumulation of fat on the butt, while reinforcing that aspect as the primary interest of her body. The Bartman exhibit proved popular until it elicited complaints from being a degrading representation of women. The skeleton was only removed in 1974, and the body cast was removed in 1976. From the 1940s, there were sporadic calls from the return of her remains, and a poem written in 1998 by South African poet Diana Ferris herself, of Khoisan descent, entitled I've Come to Take You Home, played a pivotal role in spurring the movement to bring Bartman's remains back to her birth soil. The case gained worldwide prominence only after American paleontologists in the 1980s. After the victory, there was this big movement in South Africa about her remains. And after the victory of the African National Congress in 1994, South African general election, President-elected President Nelson Mandela formally requested that France return the remains. After much legal wrangling and debates in the French National Assembly, France acceded to the request in 2002 that her remains were repatriated to her homeland, the Gamptos Valley, May 2002, and they were buried in August 2002, over 200 years after her birth. The Body Foundation was used for science in that time and focused on identifying her sexual organs as more developed and distinct in comparison to white female organs. All of his theories regarding sexual primitivism are influenced and supported by the anatomical studies of illustrations of her body parts. It has been suggested by these anthropologists that this body type was once more widespread in humans based on carvings of female forms dating to the Paleolithic era, which are collectively known as Venus figurines. The Hottentots, referred as savage women, was seen as very distant from the civilized female. Now, between you and I, as grotesque people might seem to be with the twerk, with twerking and BET awards, I am not co-signing it whatsoever. The ratchetness of it. But once you understand the history, you will understand why people do things today. They call it twerking, but it's an African body movement actually that has more of a different symbolism than probably what it might look like today. And that some of the reasons why there are women doing, when you see the visuals of big booties, that goes way back with Baby Got Back and I Can't Deny. It goes back to activism. Probably a lot of people don't think as deep as I do. But me kind of knowing a little bit about history, not everything. I'm far from a historian, but I've learned some things. I'm 58 years old, so I've learned some things. And what I've learned is that a lot of the things that we do today is because of history. Probably a lot of people are ignorant. Probably a lot of people don't understand that deep of a meaning, and maybe a lot do, but it is a protest in your face. Let's discuss the ones that are in opposition of me shaking my ass. But guess what? I'm going to make this money because guess what? You did Sarah Bartman like that. You took her body parts, you took them apart, you exploited her, you called her a freak of nature, and all she was a black woman. Because I have an anatomy that is look like Sarah's. Sarah Bartman. So from 1814 to 1870, there were at least 7 scientific descriptions of the bodies of black women done in comparative anatomy. Cuvier's dissection of Bartman. They dissected this woman, okay? Were referred to as Hottentots, or sometimes Bushwoman. The savage woman was seen as a very distinct from the civilized female of Europe. This 19th century scientists were fascinated by the Hottentot Venus. That's what they called her. In the 1800s, people in London were able to pay 2 shillings apiece to gaze upon her body, and Bartman was considered as a freak of nature. For extra pay, one could even poke or stick her with their finger or a stick. It gets more grotesque. Check out the link I sent you. It's Wikipedia, Sarah Bartman. It talks about more so how when they dissected her, they took her down their parts, all that, and pinned it like how you put insects on display. They pinned her body parts like an insect butterfly display, except worse. Can you imagine? So why you come up with this, Rhonda? Oh my God, Rhonda, you always got that freaking spark. The reason why I come up with it, because are we falling in that place where there is political agendas? Because the political agenda happened with her. It didn't start there, but it goes way back. It goes way back as to why there is the madness of things today. What is up with that, right? That's what's up, is to get that percentage of people that you can scare into voting for you. So when we study about the story in Texas about a boy who transitioned to a girl so they could participate in high school wrestling. Okay, so boy in Texas who transitioned into a girl for wrestling. Now, are there people out there with different alternatives? Yes. Are there men is there a percentage out there of men who want to have women body parts? Yeah. Are there women who want to transition into a man? Has nothing to do with genetics and genes and testing. Yeah. But what about the ones that fall through the cracks? That justifiably so are just born different than the majority out there. Is our science here and our politics in America based on building wealth with the majority? Yes. The majority runs things. The majority has power. That's like watching Silence of the Lambs. For real? The majority. It's a science behind the madness. I'm not trying to convince y'all or convince you to vote a certain way. I'm just talking not party. I'm just talking about how things tie into history and what I've learned as a poet that I got into something there, learning about Sarah Bartman. And how do people have either party, have a political agenda? We feel mostly Republicans because they are not ashamed to call themselves out and to defend their power, their winning agenda. Not ashamed of it. You know, we get shocked and go, oh my God, did they say that? I can't believe it. I'm insulted. Stop being insulted. Do something about it. Vote. If you still love the Republican Party, vote Republican. If you like the Democrat, vote Democrat. Just vote. I'm Democrat. I tell people that all the time. I'm proud about it. I ain't going to be leaving this world being suppressed and say, oh my God, I can't tell anybody because it's such a secret. Oh my God, I don't want to talk politics. Oh my God, I'm scared. We just can't do this. Oh my God, no, let's talk about politics, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the bullshit that goes on in this country. Let's talk about politics. Let's talk about politics. Because if we don't talk about it, then continuously people are going to go out there, the media, the agenda is going to continuously, treat us like dummies and make us feel like we don't know what the fuck we're doing. Excuse me for my cussing. But it goes back, everything we do. No, the woman of today did not invent twerking. This is an African movement. Most of all the dances out there are African, by the way. So it is a whole big thing. It's not just, well, we're going to put that person over here because all of them people are like that. So they all fit. Because that's how insurance pays for things, because we have to put them all over here because it's a good fit, and that's how we can pass a policy or deny a policy, deny coverage because it fits over here, and we could put some language in it, some bullshit, and that person's going to fall into this category. So when they identify the category, it's probably not fair. But then when they give someone drug testing, then they exploit this person because they have a political agenda. They shame this person into hiding because the Olympics is political. They shame people in hiding because it's political. Well, she would have dropped out. She would be dropped out and too old to do anything 4 years when Olympics comes back again. I don't know how many years does Olympics return. I can't remember. But we're going to mess up the competition here because I'm just not ever running with the momentum the same path that the majority is running. I'm the one that jumps into this little place in the alley and just sit there and watch just all that traffic running by. I'm the one that's going to sit back and go, what's why y'all running? What's making you run? What's making you to become a majority? I'll look at it, right? So sometimes, yeah, there could be one person that will hit the news, like Bruce Jenner, that goes by another name. I don't know the details. I hate to speak on that because I don't know the details. But was he just a full-blown man and he just wanted to become a woman? I mean, that's a different box. If people out there putting people in boxes, okay, that's a different box, right? So there are different boxes of people. It is a big deal. And the reason why I slow my roll on that is because I don't run with the momentum what the news is trying to do. And then later on, what they're going to do, correct it about 5 years from now. Person's dead and gone, and they got this reality show coming out going, the new special comes around, oh, we're so sorry. This person, was fighting for their rights, and they were genetically female, and they just happened to be born with a penis, but she was female. And there are such people like that. But great old man of America and Germany and all over the world, scientists have put together books for us to read and believe and follow that, because it's how they control the momentum of this country. It's how they control how we vote. It's how they control how we contribute to the economy, to its success, and to Wall Street's failure. It's about momentum. It's about what can I do to get people to jump over here. Well, if I could tell them about the bathroom bill and tell them, well, how you like a man to pull out his little pee-pee and your little girl is there. Nobody wants that. Of course, the Baptist convention is going to cut their throats and bleed all over the place. They'll say, oh my God, hell no. So the whole Baptist convention rides it. They ride it till the cows come home. Like I said earlier. They ride it till the cows come home. That's a saying to that, what that means. It's very, very vulgar. But it's not vulgar because it consists of animals. Animals are not vulgar. But they just throw it in a category. And there are men who are born with women genitalia, and they are men. They're just not going to sit up there and tell the whole world, see who I am. Why? They're not going to say it because they're going to get shamed to death. And then suicides, mental health. I mean, that's my thing. When you go, oh, why did Rhonda pause with that? Why is she defending this? Sometimes it's just not red, white, and blue. Sometimes it's just not black and white. And I didn't learn this from Rachel Maddow. It's something I've learned just living, even though I've learned a lot from Rachel Maddow because I never knew those things. She is great. Y'all listen to her podcast. Find it. Find her podcast, Rachel Maddow. I forgot. Let's see. Rachel Maddow. Name of podcast. Ultra. She continues her second season to award-winning. Rachel Maddow. I need to catch up. It's fascinating while you're at work or while you're at home. It's fascinating to listen to her. Rachel Maddow is an award-winning Rachel Maddow outlined the second season of her award-winning podcast Ultra. She appeals to both Republicans and Democrats. Um, Ultra, which tells an all but forgotten true story of the ascendant of American demagogue and the frayed line between violent extremism and mainstream politics. Oh, you know your girl loves stuff like that. Oh, yes. Yes, I don't have to talk about shaming a party, but we could talk about politics, right? And this is Rachel Maddow's description of her podcast. There's an international manhunt for an American traitor, a spy inside the United States Army's Nazi war crimes prosecutions, and a bizarre and successful foreign influence operation inside of Congress. Listen to the trailer and follow now for free or subscribe. She fascinates me. It's free. I'm just going around looking at some things, and my website ended up taking me here. So that's why I just want to hear through, try to share with you some things I listen to and some things I hang out with, some things I learn from. Um, as I go live, I just freestyle. I freestyle, and it just tells you what my mind is made up of. It's a lot of busyness. Um, a lot of like intrigue. I'm curious about things. I've been like that since a little girl. I love the library. My mother would always take me to the library. And so I was so lucky. I ended up going to a library that was only for white people. Remember what town I am. I'm in Texas, right? So when I was a little girl, my mother would take me there and they would give us stairs and stuff. And my mother fought for my right to go into the library, and then that opened up something brand new. About Angela Carini, Google Trends boxer who had gender test issue wins first Olympic fight in Paris when opponent quits after 46 seconds. So they gave her the win. I mean, she earned the win, right? Boxer who had gender test issue wins. Okay. That's trending. Thank you for letting me know about that, Lola. I'm interested in following up on that. NFL has a verdict. Judge throws out the $4.7 billion NFL Sunday ticket verdict. That's trending. A California judge threw out a jury verdict ordering the NFL to pay more than $4.7 billion for antitrust violations surrounding its Sunday ticket package, which lets fans watch games outside of their home markets but require them to buy access to a bundle of games to do so. The league America's most popular source of television programming, vowed to appeal the verdict in June. In a statement, the NFL said it was grateful for the ruling. NFL to pay $4.7 million. Let me tell you, I remember like signing up for NFL ticket years ago before we moved to East Texas. And I remember it told me $100, $99 back then. Well, at that time, we didn't know anything about the program, the TV special that we have today. And the TV uh, movie app that we have today. It's amazing. I promoted that before. Um, it shows World TV, so my husband can see Giants games. Before, right now in Texas, he's a Giants fan. I'm a Cowboys fan. So right now here in Texas, they will block out games. I think that happens around the country. However, in Texas, they block out Giants games. Well, that would upset my husband, and it would upset me because he's upset. And I want my husband to have a full life. And a part of him having a full life is being a Giants fan. You know, I'm not a Giants fan. He is. He's back here in the room. He better not scare me no more. So I remember when I signed up for it, right, about 5 years ago. And then all of a sudden I was getting these bills. Like, oh, I had to pay more and I had to buy this and that and this and that. And I ended up canceling it within a short period of time so I could get my money back. I knew it was something I didn't like. So guess what? They're going to appeal the NFL, but a jury had decided that they have to pay $4.7 billion of antitrust violations during its Sunday ticket package. Yeah, I mean, I heard a lot of people was getting pissed about that. I did. I mean, I watched football with y'all, and I remember watching football, having watch parties at Mark Holmes, and I would always hear people would complain about NFL ticket, and people just didn't want to purchase it. It cost too much. It just seemed like a scam. Well, they lost the lawsuit. However, NFL is appealing. So, also, what's trending? Welcome to Rhonda's Lovely Sparks. Thank you for your support. Smash that like if you still want to see me. A shout out to everybody that's sitting in the cut. I see ya. I see ya. Smash that like and thank you so much for subscribing to Rhonda's Lovely Sparks. We are 2 hours, 37 minutes, and 31 seconds into the live. And yes, if you become a subscriber, you'll see my husband scared the crap out of me. And I just so smoothly said some cuss words and it just came out so easily. And it was just flowed out. So it has here sailing Olympics. It's trending. Olympic golf. Okay, so I'm behind the times, y'all. I didn't know that golf was in the Olympics. I didn't. I didn't know golf was in the Olympics. Well, my gosh. I've learned something today. Because they're talking about Olympic golf weather. Speaking of weather, Houston Texans lost today. We have Houston Texans. Eastside Herald is it's not really thrilled about it, even though Eastside Herald said that it's just a preseason game. So y'all out there who are hating on the Cowboys, let's say we're not going to lose a preseason game, but let's say if it happens by freak accident, if it happens, are y'all haters going to say that we ain't crap because a preseason game was lost? I'm going to be checking y'all out. I'm going to be checking you out. I'm going to be seeing what you're going to be saying. I'm going to be all up in your ish because if I hear that, I'm coming after you. That's right, coming after you. I saw some news about Cardi B, and I'm going to get in it in a minute. Right now, I'm trying to pull up my backup so I can make sure that everything is copacetic. So I can make sure that everything is copacetic. So I can. Okay, it's copacetic. I gotta turn it down. Okay, so I always have to have a backup picture because my chat room got really quiet. Like, am I still live? Cardi B. What's going on with Cardi B now? So I just learned just now. Yeah, that tells you. Sometimes I do live under a rock. There's Olympic golf. Well, I'll be darned. I am 1 year old today because there is Olympic golf. I want to see Olympics so bad. When I was younger, I used to watch it all the time. Let's talk about Cardi B. Y'all ready? Let's talk about Cardi B. Cardi B is pregnant. She is pregnant with her third child. That's trending. The Grammy Award-winning rapper revealed her pregnancy in an Instagram post Thursday, cradling her belly and gazing down at it in 2 photos shared to her page. The social media announcement came shortly after she filed for divorce from rapper Offset. A representative for Cardi B confirmed to NBC News. I didn't know she filed a divorce. I told you I don't keep up with it. I sleep under a rock. I'm going low underground. I'm digging in deep, building my YouTube channel. No, I haven't been on the up and up. But when I come live, when I go live, I have the pleasure of checking up on the trends. So Cardi B is expecting a child, and she has filed divorce from rapper Offset. Okay, so those are facts, not gossip. With every ending comes a new beginning, and she goes, I'm so grateful to have shared this season with you. You have brought me more love, more life, and more of all, renewed my power. Cardi B, 31 years old, wrote in her caption, reminded me that I can have it all. You reminded me that I never have to choose between life, love, and my passion. Wow. What do y'all think about that, baby? Think about Cardi B. Let's see what else. Let's see what else that I can get into with Google Trends. Aha! Let's see. Yes, I love movies. Yeah, I do. I love movies. I have movies, duh. Trap movie. Trap review, a silly, solidly entertaining M. Night Shyamalan thriller. Trap movie. Movie review, Josh Hartnett goes big as a serial killer and M. Night Shyamalan's Trap. I gotta check that out. Interesting. Okay. Moving right along. Kate Douglas, American Kate Douglas wins 200-meter breaststroke for first career. Not Lola. Lollapalooza. What's going on Lollapalooza? Kicks off in Grant Park with headliners Megan Thee Stallion. Ooh. Mega, 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 mega. Okay. Gordon Hayward ends NBA career after 14 seasons. Batman Kate Crusader is finally The Dark Knight of Our Dreams review. Sheila Jackson Lee, an unrelenting, remembered by Kamala Harris. Yes. Very sad to hear about that. I was shocked. And around her close circle, they knew she had cancer. So she's, to me, one of probably the most prolific politicians that has known all the greatest of the greatest in our Democrat politics in Texas. She died of cancer. So I'm very sad about that because she was a fighter. Simone Biles' husband gushes over gymnastics star in an interview. How did I get so lucky? Go ahead then. She needs your support. Continue to support my girls. Simone Biles, continue supporting her. Again, for those who didn't know, yes, I did hear from Asia. I'm going to send a email to Lady Libra and Mark and let them know. I'm ecstatic about that. Even though I'm also proud of myself, how I handled the stress. Because in the past, I would have had probably a panic. I probably would have went off on the edge and had health problems from that. But I'm so proud how I have really even worked myself through that, knowing, letting go, knowing how to handle information and news about someone else. I've grown a lot as a grandmother and a mom of grown ass children. I've learned a lot, and I could say, and even getting to know my mother-in-law when she was alive, learning some things, and not taking her teachings in vain. And I just had a ball. Getting to know me. I love my old me, but I sure love my new me. How I handle anxiety, how I handle news about people, how I handle grieving, how I handle loss, how I handle failure, how I handle success. I think definitely what's helped me a lot was when I was in the hospital with my grandson. That's definitely vested some intestinal fortitude when I was on the job. I had grown a lot before I retired. God has blessed me with a great last 3 years and a new job that I was able to experience, great pay, unlimited vacation, unlimited sick leave. I mean, you name it. Um, it was just a wonderful employer that's based out of headquarters in actually England, and they have a headquarters in New York. And I'm so glad that I experienced the ultimate experience someone should have before they retire. I want to be better than my heritage. My heritage has went through some things where they had dreams for us because they had faith, but they also had to deal with their reality. And my heritage was like, you know what, we're going to be enslaved forever, but we're sure going to pray for those that we give birth to have a better life, right? So I'm very happy that I've had those prayers answered. Everything is not fixed, but we still have to continue doing the work for all people, because these political lines have not only crossed into um, political lines of inequalities, have not only crossed, not only affecting people like my complexion, a melanated beauty, but it's affecting all people who are against those that be in politics. If you are against it, then they send you a ticket out of town. And it's happening, it's real, because I am a leader and a moderator of Next Door, of my group, and Next Door, and my neighbors tell me what goes on in their neighborhoods. And they are white people. So I have an inside idea of what's going on. And people who have a, a political sign in their yard that their neighbor doesn't like, they become shamed and outed out as a neighbor, harassed. It's just really ridiculous. These are my friends and my group that has over, and a smaller group has over 200 people of changed agents. And in this group are people who used to work for Clinton. They were Clinton's, can't tell you a whole bunch, but I will tell you enough. They worked for Clinton. They worked for strong positions around the country, and they are called change agents, and we are together. So it has that, and also it has some just smart, great people, everyday, hardworking ass people. And so I get information from them. I also own a group in Next Door called Black Lives Matter, and it has over 3,000 members. Hey, Dallas Cowboys girl, what's up? Dallas Cowboys girl, shout out. I knew when I started going on live more, then more of my subscribers would come out and say hi to me on my live. Hello, sweetheart. There's Dallas Cowboys girl. We have Cowboy Nation sisters in the house representing. We have Cowboy Nation brother in the house, Mike Aldana. Thank you so much, Dallas Cowboy. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, I can talk forever. 2 hours, 52 minutes in Rhonda's lovely sparks. I am here, and my girl, Dallas Cowboy Girl, has made it, and she's sitting here with me. I am so excited to see you. A big shout out to my beautiful, beautiful friend, my beautiful sister of Cowboy Nation. Love you, honey. Dallas Cowboys. Of course, I'm at work right now, but wanted to stop by and say hey real quick. And she goes, hi, Lola. Oh, Dallas, thank you for stopping by, sweetheart. Thank you. I'm so happy. You know, I do have some people, some incredible people who are, and then plus I want to do a shout out to Lola too, and wanted to ask Lola, how are you feeling? Also, because I know she said she wasn't feeling well earlier. So I know it's going to take some time. You might just have to take off tomorrow from work, and it could be you have to take off all next week, Lola. Maybe. So Lola's here. She's probably cooking. Well, it's late, so 1:43 a.m. here. She's in California, but she's here, and she does check out. She comes back. She's hanging out with me, but she'll come back and she'll say hi to you if she's just stepped away for a minute. So it's such an honor to see you, Dallas Cowboys girl. What's up, baby? I see you're at work. It's so good to have you here. I know you got to go, but you just make me just, I just, I just light up. I just so light up. I love you. Thank you. So I was saying that that people are talking, people are sharing what's happening to them. And what I did receive some information on next door. Uh, I received some information that they are uniting in their neighborhoods and they're going against people who are harassing people who are walking through their neighborhood that they assume don't live there or don't belong. So they've been getting harassed. So other people are speaking up for people who are happen to be walking their dog, you know, walking from school, walking home from school, or just hanging out with friends. So I want to do a shout out to the community of allies out there who are speaking up, how we all can speak up for each other and help each other and don't ignore the mess. Don't just turn your head. If you see something happening in the alley, let's say you're scared that you don't want to some happen to you because you don't want to be a hero because heroes lose their lives, but you sure can get help. Even though I think I'm a hero, and I say, God, please have mercy on me. I don't want to die young because I know I have that thing about me that I got emergency response. I'll jump right on in and save you. I feel like I have to save you. It's just how I am. But hopefully, I think I've definitely gotten smarter. And I was saying that with Asia, I was so happy to hear from her. And how I've been proud of myself handling the stress, how I've been proud of myself handling the anxiety. That years ago, I probably would have panicked. I would have, done a whole bunch of things that would have put my health in harm. And I've learned as I get older, you're no good to someone when you become sick. I had to learn it at a very young age, being a single parent. You understand? I had to be strong because didn't want something to happen to me and my daughters, was being raised by someone else that I could not stand. So I had to like get my life together, get right, get my head right. Like, what will I do? What would you do? That's the question. First thing to do is you want to survive. You want to make it so you can fight another day. Hey, Jeff Lee, what's up? Jeff Lee. Hello, hello, Lady Libra. Lady Libra, I was going to email you. I did hear from Asia. I did hear from her. So I heard from her. I have a video that I posted, Lady Libra, and Jeff Lee telling you to it. All of our NFL family. Shout out to all of you all. I did hear from her, and hugs, huggies, hugs. I heard from her on my video, the video that you saw, Lady Libra, and Mike Aldana saw, where my husband scared the hell out of me. I did a video, a 60-second video. And she went there and she probably laughed her ass off and probably just made her say something. Or I was playing in my head what probably happened after me putting out 50 feelers of looking for her on her Facebook. It could be a possibility someone showed up, someone found her and said, yo, yo, yo. Okay, I'm trying to speak like I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Texas, y'all. Just trying to say. Let's say I'm playing it off what might could have happened. I don't know for sure, okay? I don't know for sure. But what could have happened was one of those people that I sent a message to, like I said, it's 50 people, probably said, yo, 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 Asia, you gotta, that B, you get back in touch with her. like that. She go, who? He said, such and such. That be looking for you. Got a bee looking for you, right? That's probably what they said to her. And she's like, who? And they said, some Rhonda, some Sparks chick. I don't think they use chick out there, do they? Some Sparks bee. They use the B word. Sparks. Oh, that might have like had her to come. Hey, yo, yo, yo. Hey, Asia. You got some crazy ass bee on Facebook looking for you. What's her name? Some Sparks shit. Oh, my back. Oh. Good night, sweetheart Jeff Lee. Thank y'all for smashing that likes. Welcome to Spark Nation, where you get rocket power. Whoa, whoa. Rocket power, Lady Libra is so excited. We are so excited. And I was chatting and sharing with people 3 hours into my live. Welcome to Rhonda's lovely Sparks. I can't wait to tell Mark. If y'all see him before me, tell my brother Mark, my brother from another mother. Yes, she's doing okay. It helps all of us chiming in our love, our prayers. Prayers do work. I just don't work on prayer alone. I work with prayer plus I am like hands on. And there go Lola going, hey, Jessica. Hey, Jessica. What's up? Dallas Cowboy Girl. Shout out Mike Aldana. I blush when I say Mike Aldana. Jeff Lee. He's great he's an artist. Shout out to Lady Libra. She's my slumber party movie night buddy. Lola. Hot sauce. Eastside Herald, I know he's sitting in the cut. Houston Texans lost. And he said the preseason game doesn't count. Okay. And we had, I know I had some more people. Oh, Rhonda, I know I don't want to forget you because I love you all. Maybe that is all, which is all that and a bag of chips. Hello. So we thank everybody for being here. I think I'll be here for a little bit longer. 3 hours. You know me, I could never do 1 hour video. Even though this morning I did like a 30-hour. I just gotta get into my 4 hours. It's just not because I'm trying to get watch time hours. I wish I could loan watch time hours out. I have so many watch time hours. And I'm like, I wish I could send out to Primetime Phil. I think he needed some. I wish I could give them away to y'all out there. A Brilliant Blessed Mess. He's working hard on watch time hours. Shout out to A Brilliant Blessed Mess who reached her 1,000 subscriber goal. And a shout out to, is it Derek Henry? That's the call-in on Mark's show. My husband is a fan of his show. I didn't even know he had content like that. My husband is an advocate for people's rights when it comes to people dealing with policing. He's a big-time advocate. Also, he's a historian. So anytime you want to ask him about history, boy, get him involved because this man, he knows some history. That's what turned me on about him. He's an intellectual, and my husband's an artist. But he could easily get on in the doghouse if he keeps scaring me like that. Y'all haven't seen the video, check it out because since I'm so popular and famous, I had to make sure I got ahead of the media and paparazzi since I'm so famous and had to get ahead of it. I just wanted to exploit myself, okay? I was embarrassed. I said, well, guess what? Other people, they get out there and embarrassing things happened and I could show people that I could, do that too. And it was embarrassing. I mean, what could I do? I was live when he did it. So all I could do was just suck it up, Buttercup. Shout out to Michael Dana. Thank you all. Y'all, Cowboy Nation, thank you so much for your support. You all are my rock. Eastside Harold, he is a moderator of Rhonda's Lovely Sparks. He is a great contributor, believe it or not, of Rhonda's Lovely Sparks. Baby, baby, Every so often, Mark Holmes, godfather of Cowboy Nation, he comes and visits. Yes, he do. Yes, he do. Makes me feel so famous, so popular. And Lola goes, because Eastside Harold is that guy. I'll tell you what, I don't know where Eastside Harold is, but what really had me to respect him, we were talking about I Love Weed and some challenges I Love Weed had. Because, y'all be coming to Mama Rhonda. What? Mama Rhonda. What? I don't want to be everybody's mama, though. Don't get that twisted. I'm still young and I still got it. So I ain't trying to be Mama Bear. Okay? Okay. I'm still youthful. My stuff is still on fleek. Okay? Okay. So I forgot what I was saying because I was bragging about myself so much. Don't worry, Lola. He's got his own ginger snap. I'll focus on. Hey, Mike, let me tell you, he's been kind of like dibbling and dabbling still. Ginger ain't gonna like him cheating on her. I mean, is this a serious relationship? I'm just curious. Oh, that's what I was saying about Eastside. So we were walking I Love Weed through some things because he's our boy. And what I loved is that Eastside shared something very personal, and I'm not spilling the beans or sharing what's private and confidential with people. But I have to say that it really opened my eyes to go, oh my God, he's human. Oh my God, he has a brain. He's just not going from cowboys to cowboys to cowboys content talking smack because he is a Texans fan and he's going to do that. But I thought, yeah, we're Cowboys fans and he loves Cowboys because he hangs around us Cowboys people because we're cool like that and we're family. Oh yeah, we're family. Plus, he's pretty good and famous online. So I also said, hey, Eastside, if you see, because I had an APB put out on her, I'm like, Eastside, if you see, I'm trying to be cool. You know what I'm saying? If you see Asia, let your girl know, okay? All right, let me know. All right, bam. So I was putting feelers out, and it takes a village. Mark out says, don't worry, Lola. He's got his own gender snap. So Lola go, but y'all, let me tell on Lola. Lola, you ready to hear this? Lola was like, Lola, I'm going to tell it. Okay? Okay. So Eastside was talking about sending Ginger tickets to ride Spirit plane. Spirit is probably not on anyone's like number one, list. However, Lola just shared that how dare he do that when he was trying to get me to use Greyhound. Even though Lola was joking. But I don't blame her being upset because that means that Eastside has more and he's not being transparent about the potential he has. That's an insult. I mean, you're going to offer Lola a Greyhound bus, but then you offer a new person an airplane ticket, even though it's Spirit. But still, it was a plane ride. And I think Spirit could be a tad bit better than Greyhound. So Eastside's been holding back, and that ain't good. I'm going to have to talk to my brother about that holding back on my sister Lola. Right. Lola's like, right? Oh, hi, Mother. Oh, my cat's here. My cat is here. Hello, Mother. 3 hours, 10 minutes into Rhonda's live. Yeah, I've just become to a point where I just don't go 2 hours. 2 hours doesn't do justice for Rhonda. Oh no. And I'm going to be honest with you. When Mark just goes on live, and so Lola goes, Ginger can have him. Did you say it like that? Did I do it right, Lola? Did I portray you correctly? Did I represent you, my sister? Did I represent my sister correctly? Ginger can have him. Was it like that? Or Ginger can have him? Really? I don't want his ass. Which one? A or B? This one or that one? Let's do an eye exam. The B. Oh my God. I never get it right. So Lola says it's the second one. And she goes, it's B. It's Ginger can have them. Whatever. It was not A. It wasn't Ginger can have them. It wasn't that. She's like, poof, be gone. Poof, be gone. He still is struggling with his lingering and like still using in his mindset. He still has Lola on the mind. He has Lola on the mind. I've been helping him trying to get past that, but I don't think it's going to ever work. So I just can't help everybody. I mean, Eastside I'm talking about. I'll be there for everybody else. Eastside knows I know him where he's at anyway. Eastside, hello. Even though I do feel that Eastside works for CIA. I feel Eastside works for NASA. I feel that he has a job that he can't tell anybody about. He has to lay low, and I feel he's some kind of scientist, some rocket scientist. I mean, some things he said. Eastside's still playing the field. You know what I love about Michael Dana? Michael Dana, you are so precise. When you write something, it's precise. It's like precise. When I say something, I'm your girl, the overthinker. Yay, shake them pom-poms. Yay, the overthinker. I got to break shit down for hours. And then I got to look at myself in the mirror and have a conversation. And then I got to step outside of myself and have another conversation. And then I have to like talk to myself outside of the mirror. I mean, I go through a lot of, checks and balances. That's how I've lived my whole life and like trying not to get in trouble and trying to, Oh my God. Oh, I'm yawning. Oh, whew. It's such a hard life. It's a hard life I live. It's hard. Oh, my God. I have book reading tomorrow. So Mike Aldan says, bros like Tommy off of Martin. What do you do for a living? I know. You said that before, and I keep forgetting. That's like the perfect analogy. My hair is soft, y'all. It falls. But I'm trying to keep that fro happening, y'all. It's a different kind of fro. Hello. I wasn't trying to make a fro. It just puffed that way. And I thought, okay, all right, girl, still got some curl. I don't want to lose my curl, y'all. Kama is running for president. I gotta get my ish in. I gotta get my fro. I gotta rock the fro. I gotta get my go woman vote. I gotta rock my fro. I gotta get it in. Why is this over here like not puffing? What the hell? Puff it, girl, puff it, girl, puff it, girl, puff it, girl. Puff, puff, puff it out. Puff, puff, puff. Shake it, baby, shake it. I hadn't worn a fro in a long time. It's kind of like a half fro. It's kind of like a half fro. For y'all who hadn't seen my video, I was trying to put it out there before the paparazzi got it. And it's I'm humiliated. Seriously, I'm not trying to joke with y'all. I was humiliated. My husband came out and he scared the crap out of me, and I had like a lot of cuss words that just flowed so fluidly, not fluently. It was like fluid. And I have to admit, I kept playing it over and over and over again because I couldn't believe I did that. I can't believe I said it. I can't believe I was that vulnerable. This is 7 hours ago. Cowboys signed second DE and it's chocolate. Okay, so it automatically comes on after my video. Okay, Mark. Holla at you, girl. Okay, I got to send him. So Lola said, what the hell? What? Why you say what the hell? Lola? Lola? Why'd you say that? Go ahead. Tell me. You're my bestie. What? Come on. I know what you're thinking. Get it out your mind. No, I'm not a stalker. Oh, my different looks in my eyes. You know what? Before I went live, let me tell you, my husband, we dated for a year and then we got engaged for a year. We shacked up, for that year while we were engaged. We were playing house. Forgive me to my mother-in-law. Then we got married, right? The third year. So my husband would tell me, Rhonda, you make these faces. And I go, what the hell are you talking about? He said this for years. He said, you make these faces. It's okay. You're too hard on yourself. Was funny as hell. Lady Libra, what made it even more funnier when you said that, what'd you say that me and hubby are, what'd you say? So cute or something? Don't give that man confidence. I know our content will be, we wilding out on the content because 99% of the things is definitely not things I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? It's just things happen, right? Things come out my mouth, things happen. Lord knows, y'all, I don't have any kind of, unless Andre sends me a note, and gives me some trending things that he want, to help me with my show. But I ain't planning all this stuff. So Um, so yeah, so when he he did. I mean, we do prank each other. We stopped for we put a pause on that at the house. I scared the shit out of my husband all the time. Somehow homeboy felt comfortable he could do that, and he did. So guess what? I'm gonna have to get him back. So, we're very concerned about our age and our heart condition here. We're taking that in consideration. Obviously, he's not. He's not taking it in consideration. So I'm like, that was just so crazy. I mean, I didn't realize my butt cheeks had so much muscle that it just automatically lifted me up when I jumped. I thought, damn, we have some phenomenal anatomy here that I can get scared, and then automatically my butt cheeks lifted me up like pew, and threw me over here, and threw me on the side. I was like, our reactions are unique. You know how they say when you're under distress and your loved one is under a car and that someone gets strong and they could lift a car, off someone, right? Yeah, I'm about to scare him now. I'm just concerned. I don't want to accidentally, his heart stops because I know I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get his ass back, and I can't get him live. I'll have to figure it out. I got to be patient. I got to be stealth. You know what I'm saying? I got to be consistent because I tell you when I always get him. I always get him when he least expect it. Like, let's say he's like upset about something and he's caught up in his whatever, right? And then when I get him back, I would never argue with him, basically. I mean, sometimes I do. Okay, I do argue with him. But he's distracted because he's caught up in his self-inclined that, And so I crawl up and I sneak up on him. I scare the living shits out of him. Boy, it is so funny to me. And one time I scared him, I really thought he was going to really like pass out. So guess what? We had an agreement. We said we were going to stop doing that. Homeboy, felt confident, and he did it last night. So I'll get his ass back. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Don't scratch me. Say hello. Martha? Hi. Hi, Martha. Come here. Mothra, come here, come here, come here. Oh, here's Mothra. I do kiss my cat. I don't care what anybody say. I kiss her. I do because she's. Uh-oh, I hear her growling. Oh, don't growl. You are so beautiful to me. You are. She gonna scratch my ass up. So beautiful to me. Can't you see? She don't want to be here. Okay. Okay, whatever. Oh, so we're talking about my faces. So I'm all over the place. So when we're dating, he would tell me for years, he goes, so Michael Dad says, get me out of here. He would tell me forever, Rhonda, you make these faces. I go, because my husband's a jokester too. He has a crazy sense of humor. He does. That's what really made me fall in love with him too. That man could make you laugh so much, it's crazy. So he said, I always made these faces. Of course, I didn't have a camera in front of my face all the time. I didn't know how I was looking. I said, shut the fuck up. No disrespect to my king. I love my husband. I don't disrespect him unless he deserves it. Unless he deserves it. I'll cuss his ass out. I mean, not on purpose. I'm not a foul mouthed woman. I love my husband. I mean, come on. But I'm married to a man that likes joking a lot too and like playing pranks. So I can't let him get one over on me. I mean, I can't. I can't let him feel confident in his ish. That I'm like, I have a monster, even though he's already a monster. I would create another monster, and I just can't handle it. So many giant fans I could have living with me. Okay, yeah, I don't need him developing all these extra personalities and being confident of bullshit. But so then when I got on live, I start doing replays, and I still don't believe that I make these faces because it's me. You know what I'm saying? If I go, he would die laughing. I'm like, what are you laughing at? Even that right there, what are you laughing at? And I'll be like highly pissed at him. What are you laughing at? And he just started busting out laughing because he says, your face is so cute. Even when you're upset, you're cute. I'm like, then I go, and he'll laugh again. I'm like, he's always laughing. And when I try to do a sexy dance, he laughs. I'm like, I'm trying to be sexy. Stop the laughing. I'm not laughing at you. I think you are sexy. I said, but when you laugh at me, it makes me feel like you're patronizing. I mean, well, not patronizing, but you're laughing at me. He goes, no, I'm just laughing. I go, yeah, you're laughing at me. And then when I jump out, tap my butt naked, and I'm like shaking, he starts laughing. I'm like, what the fuck are you laughing at? I'm trying to be sexy. Why everything has to be a joke here? I mean, for once in your life, can you please treat me like I am a sex bomb? Stop laughing. And when I go, treat me like a sex bomb, then that face, he'll laugh. I go, well, I guess I got to compromise. It's better that he's laughing than, being a poop head. I'd rather be married to someone who laughs a lot than being a poop head. I feel cat hair is why I do that. I know, I'm picking out my hair. I'm kind of digging it. Except, can you imagine if I had this band off right here? If I had the fro going all over, y'all, I'd be out there. Okay, so yeah, your biscuits want to come out. They do. They want to be free. My biscuits, they used to be. I've had that conversation before. Check out the replay. They used to be a little bit more disciplined when I was younger. But now they don't have a filter. And what that means, I remember one day, I'm going to tell you when I knew things were changing. This is a woman's thing, and it's true. I was sitting here, and my daughter came to visit me, and I had this shirt, and somehow my shirt was, I didn't pull my shirt all the way down, and somehow my shirt kind of went up, It went up a little bit. Well, I didn't realize that thing was hanging low, like exposed. What was crazy is that I couldn't even feel, I didn't even notice it was like exposed. When I was younger, I could, I go, oh, and I fix it. You know what I'm saying? So my daughter comes in, and she just doesn't tell me enough. So what made me know something was off with her, with me, is that when she walked in, hi, mama, and she looks down, and then she turns real quick. And I go, what's wrong? That's okay, mama. Then eventually I figured it out. And I'm like, okay, let's pull it down. Christiana, my daughter, Christiana, can you please tell your mother when things don't look right? Can you please tell me you're not hurting my feelings? I said, how do you think I feel with that getting exposed? Because now I'm hanging so low to the flow, and that it probably doesn't have as much alarm as it used to. So it's just out there. So if something happens, which I hope it doesn't, because I've been really good about making sure things are On lock. Let your girl know, okay? We're sisters here. I don't think the men would tell me, but you sisters, you would tell me. Lady Libra, Lola.
When you what is wrong, Rhonda?
He scared me again. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell in your ears. I'm gonna have to fix that asshole. When I used to work with people with Alzheimer's, there was this things that you pushed under the door. I'm gonna have to check the replay because I think I bounced a lot and I don't want that. Then he goes, "What's wrong, Rhonda?" He knows exactly what he's doing. He does. No, he didn't. I'm sorry. I screamed in your ear because homie's getting a kick out of this and he's doing it 2 days in a row and I'm gonna have to stop his roll. But I have this thing when I work with people with Alzheimer's, there's this thing that you put under the door. He's back there in the room to punch his lights out. So there's a stopper that goes, it's the stopper that holds the door like open, the little stopper. I have one that has batteries and I used it for my people with Alzheimer's. So I put it under the exit door. So because people with Alzheimer's, they will walk out. So it was my alarm and it lets off this hideous, grotesque alarm. I mean, just this crazy alarm. What is my timing on here? 3:31. And it goes, bah! Like that's loud as shit. I'm going to set his ass up and I'm going to put it under the door. So when he opens it, it's going to go off. There you go. We can't have this 2 days in a row. He's gotten too confident. So now I have to put my thinking cap on now. It's on. It's on. He's not going to get away with this. He's not going to get away with this. I got a plan. I got a plan. Can't wait. What I really want to do, if he's on cam, that I want to scare the bejeebus out of his ass when he's on cam so we could catch it on film. Or I can hide a camera, scare the, yeah, got it. Then I get to film it and share it with you all. I'm trying to do sinister laugh. How do you do sinister laugh? Aha! Is that more better? He scared me again, and I ain't gonna lie. I saw the boob go, bam. That so pisses me off. It's on. I'm gonna get him back. It's on. I'm gonna get his ass. It's on. He's starting this shit up again. Is he watching? I don't know. Andre! I wonder if he's watching. I hope not. That would be awful if he knew my game plan. But he forgets. He's going to forget it, so. Andre, you watching me? He's acting like he's asleep. Liar. Thank y'all for having my back because I just don't be paying attention. You know, there's a TV in the room. Hey, honey,
Yeah.
are you watching the TV?
Yeah, I just turned it on.
Oh, you just turned it. Have you been watching me?
No,
Okay, Andre, can you don't scare me like that again?
I wasn't trying to scare you.
Yes, you was, Andre.
I said, are you coming to bed?
Andre, you can make a little noise, like do this.
The door opened up.
No, knock. Just kind of give me a pre-warning.
Okay.
I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, sounds great.
Liar. He's going to keep scaring me because he's on a roll. Andre,
Well, she wants to go back out.
I told you don't scare me
I'm
again.
not scaring you. She wants to go back out.
Liar. He's from Patterson, New Jersey. That's all they do is lie.
Well, no, she changed her mind. All right, well, go. You want to go? Go ahead.
I love it. Y'all too funny. Right. But we're not even trying to be funny, though. That's the
She
thing.
put her by the door, and I opened the door, and she runs back away.
Andre, I told you to knock when you open the door again.
Are you going out or not? No? All right.
He's talking to Mothra. Mothra's like runs things, and she runs him. So he's talking to Mothra like, are you running out? Are you coming in? Are you going to leave out? Where's Mothra? Okay, so Mothra's in there with Daddy. I'm glad you love it. I guess it makes great content. I'm not trying to make it like that. It's just, that messes with me. I'm just nervous. I can't even talk. I have anxiety right now. He killed my buzz. I guess I get caught up in being relaxed, right? I'm in here. It's dark, by the way. It's just me and my shiny face, and around me it's dark. I thought I saw something. I'm paranoid. He got me all shook up. Well, y'all, it's 2:26 a.m. I love you all. Y'all know I got to go. I have a book reading tomorrow. I'm going to get some rest. I'm going to get him back. Y'all stay to the end because it helps my algorithms because I'll go really quick. Stay to the end. I love y'all. You all are funny too. You all are so much fun. You all help me make good content because this ain't planned. I'm glad we're able to make y'all laugh. Good night. We love you all. Love y'all so much. Thank you. Shout out to everybody. I love you all. And we'll see you at the book reading tomorrow. Tomorrow at the book reading. If you're not a part of the book reading, y'all sign up. Sign up. I love you. It goes to a good cause. Love you all. And I'll see you soon.